Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's stream. We are playing Trails of Cold Steel. Let's fucking go. Yeah, we gotta cock in, everyone. Let's go. Whoa. Stream restarted, so cock in again. Wicked nodders. There we go. I'm right. Where is the game? Trails of Cold Steel 2. Does Laura have green lips? No? She looks a little rabid. Did Laura get rabies? Is this a spoiler? L, putting spoilers in there, She is! Whoa. But hey, welcome to the stream. Let's fucking go. Poggers. I'm gonna find a way to disconnect this like keyboard. Going to all the shrines. I think so. Let me just disconnect this keyboard and put it somewhere else, because it's kind of... Test. Okay, there we go. We're back now. Right. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Walter, I've gone deaf, Walter. Huh? Due to a location change, a new time zone has been detected. Amsterdam. What the fuck? Why does it think I'm in Amsterdam? Why do you think I'm in Berlin? Or Rome? Or Stockholm? Poggy's in Amsterdam. But we're on British summertime anyway, so does it matter? It's BST anyway, right? So BST is the same. It's +1, I think. Yes, it's +1. Someone's hacked his computer from all those places. Oh no, whoa! I guess I'd be on the same times anyway, so it shouldn't really matter too much. And the game's killed its audio because it likes to do that. It's WASD. to navigate the menu? Interesting, so not the arrow keys? Right. And will the game exit? I guess that answer is no. Alt F4. No. Close program. There we go. Aha. And now. Now, will it work? Poggers. They're gonna stream list. Oh no, not my Trails copies. All one of them. I can probably just check the quest log, right, to see what I've been doing. No. I've done at least one shrine, I think. Helping out George? We brought back ore. Okay, we finished one shrine, so the one... Okay. And do not help him. Okay. In bed? Ayo. Well, damn. I wonder what bro needs help with in bed. Whoa, I am now live. Whoa, okay.
Where do you want to go?
Well, it's not lit up anymore, so maybe... Oh, wait. Are they lit up normally? I can't remember.
Leave it to me.
Better look around it later. It's supposed to be helping George push his workshop back to the cage when ready. Huh? Maybe we finish them? Because if it's telling me to go and help George... Did I fuck something up? Maybe I fucked it up. Another shrine real quick, sure, okay. Yeah, maybe we just did that one too.
Where do you want to go?
Okay, Gonna work in the morning, but alright, see you, Riz. Thanks for hanging out, homie. Get some good rest, and good luck with work tomorrow. I shall see you around some other time. So this one maybe? Ignis Shrine?
Leave it to me.
When this place till later, George was workshop. Great, just seems ready.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead.
Is this the one we did? I think this is the one we did. Because Beryl was there. We can go inside here. Maybe we have to help him to continue exploring the shrines.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead.
Okay, yeah. Alright, sick. I'm gonna go find some food though. I'm kind of hungry. I'll be back shortly. A rip of a bully, yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. Do the vine boom. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Wrong one. I pressed.
Sing with thee, we sing for the yeah, sing for the lights outside for the earth. Sing it with me if it's just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away. Dream on, I dream a little. I dream on, I dream on, I crawl on,
Yeah, okay. So, with the power of Jesus, I shall shove my cross in your... But they free me from this prison if that railroad train is mine. Better move it on a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I'd wanna stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Right. Tag. Spirit, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was that? What the
Yeah, so that's what we decided, like, the actual lore is. The glow Pikmin are having an orgy inside there. And a few of them come out to help protect the orgy, and we're protecting the orgy. And then after the orgy, they bless us with the cum that cures the furries. Fucking sofa.
When did you say you were going to bed?
Right.
You have? This fucking game.
To being a thief. Who is commonly associated with thief? Oh, there we go. She's got a fucking rock hawk. She's got a rock hawk merchandise. Let's go. Why am I clicking on this? I almost got myself banned. Like, I like all women, you know? Short, small, black, white. Brilliant, brilliant. So, if you save a horse and ride a cowboy, who do you save if you ride a ghost?
Right.
A corpse.
What? Jesus. Love though midnight. Love though hungry.
Is that the... Is, why? A is A? Yo, I'm the Joker, baby! Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome in. Great to see you. Fuck.
Right.
Great to see you. Fuck. That's my first in a stream. Crash Bandicoot is the best. Ah, okay. You could end stream and call it a day? No. I want to get to at least 30 hours. Right? I can do 30 hours. I don't think I'll get to like 36 hours, but 30 hours? That's doable. Whack. Sims 4 patch fix. Wait, what? Hey, yo! What the fuck? Just be straight. Okay, fine. Hello?
Like L underscore 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 L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L.
X fucking ski. 18th December and November brought up some seafood sticks. Hoagies. Bro, 360. Whoa.
Right.
Okay, Jorge. The Gorge. I want to turn this into a workshop for creating Valimar's Tachi. If you get a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out. Watch you miss out on some like super obscure side quest and not get an S rank. I don't like how these are wrapped in plastic. Why can't they just give it to us in the packet? Why gotta be wrapped up inside a packet? Dicks! Yeah, why are they... Yeah, why do they come pre-condomed? if I want to cover up my seafood dicks, I'll do it myself. Whoa. Pog mana. Base George being humble.
Oh, you're all still here.
Toa?
What's wrong? It's not like you to be so flustered. It's terrible. We got an emergency report in from the twin. It's Celtic. Celtic?
Pog humble Georg.
What happened to Keldic?
It was set on fire.
Celtic was finally put on fire.
By the Kreuzzen Provincial Army.
Whoa.
What? What?
But like, even in a war, is that shit legal? Can an army just set a place on fire? Like a fucking city? True. So like, they didn't consider much when they just came in here and burned this place to the ground, right? What happens if we were just like, you know, whoopsie daisy, and get Valimar to just crush a bunch of them? You know, just like step on them until they snap. Bro wants to fight war crimes with war crimes. Hey, I'd be killing soldiers. These guys are targeting civilians, you know? Well, damn. Who was Louise? What was her thing? Oh, is she like a waitress or something?
I hope Louise will be okay.
She wasn't the only familiar face either.
Is Market Bro also bedridden? Yep. No. Why, Otto? Please come back to me. Oh, is Bro dead? Jackson evacuating the townsfolk, I'm afraid. Severin yet. I see. Damn. How could this happen? Hey, at least he was old, you know? He got to live his full life. Well, damn. R.I.P. Otto. R.I.P.
Try not to beat yourself up over this, Eustace.
Hey, these guys. Claire still got her bunny ears on. Oops. I assume, like, for the rest of the game, it's just gonna be set like this. Sharon will have the devil costume. Claire will have the bunny ears. Lieutenant General Craig, Major Neidhart. I see the RMP is here as well. Thank you for coming, everyone. I presume you all contacted? Base Claire, right? We came as soon as we heard. Is this the work of who I think it is? It is as you suspect. This was done by none other than the Croisen's Provincial Army Soldats. That's absurd. For what reason? So it seems they have no issue with raving the very lands they meant to protect. Jaegers with the ranks too. Duke Beret has been hiding in the northern Jaegers throughout this war. They're behind the attack on Ymir too. That explains things. Raising towns like this is one of their specialties. What if we took Valimar and just raised their town? Breahard or whatever it is. Managed to fight them off while evacuating the townsfolk, but they already retreated towards Breahard and formed a defensive line by the time the 4th Division arrived. Ridley accepted us after the provincial army was forced to retreat from Twin Dragons Bridge. It's clear this was intended to punish them for that as an example to others. Reminds me of what Rufus and Vita said, actually. Wait for the anime for that, damn.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference.
Who said they didn't? I can't remember. They must have forgotten this scene. Like, I mean, I remember the scene, but who was saying they don't?
What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form.
Rufus said that? Oh, okay. The fear this attack has instilled in the townsfolk seems to be a testament to those words. Thanks to the Soldats, it's safe to say they succeeded in their aim. Even we of the RMP felt somewhat powerless before them. Especially since we couldn't prevent that fatality. To think one fatality would be the market manager of all people. Regardless, we plan to strengthen our defenses here while preparing for countermeasures in Breahard. I advise you keep your distance from Celtic for a while. Do engrave this hard sight into your minds, however. This is no mere minor conflict, it is an all-out war. Never forget that. Well, damn. Well, damn. Reen. Where's my family? They're all safe, right? Back here, Hugo. We told you to wait on board, didn't we? Sorry, but she insisted. You expected me to see it about knowing what's happened to my home. My family's safe, right? What about the market manager? Your family's alright. We saw them at the church. I can't say I'm the same from the market manager, though. Oh no, you're having a laugh, huh? Wait, I've got it, Reen. I'll make sure she returns to the Courageous. Thanks. We'll make our way back first, then. We have a lot to discuss regarding where to proceed from here. Indeed. Carl taking the beer line in his hands, they went back to the Courageous. Processing both Otto's death and the state of Celtic proved to be difficult, but they had to face it. It was only after Becky and Hugo had returned that they decided to take off. Well, damn. Okay.
Still, this war seems to resemble the War of the Lions more by the minute. History tells us towns were set ablaze all across the country back then as well.
Really?
That is said to have been the case, yes. Although the situation back then is very different compared to now.
True enough. This war's been relatively bloodless in comparison, so something like this happening is a big deal.
Still, in the long term, this is bound to hurt the Alliance's cause more than it will help. That's why I'm finding it so hard to picture that Rufus would give the go-ahead to do it.
It feels like Duke Aubrey is just a fucking idiot. Bro is trying to look strong and tough and all that by doing shit like this, but it's not really helping his cause whatsoever.
It's safe to say it was just Duke Alberea
Yeah.
doing his own thing. He really seems to hate how Duke Cayenne's higher in
Yeah.
status than him in the Alliance.
Bro's in a fucking pissing competition, that's what it is.
I'm sorry, but this is where we part ways, Captain. Please let me disembark somewhere nearby.
What? You can't be serious.
You're not thinking of trying to settle things with your father alone, are you?
I can't believe you would even entertain the thought. You need to take a deep breath and calm down before you do something you were... How dare you? Don't act like you know the first thing about what I'm feeling right now. As a member of the Alberea family, I have a duty to stop my father. You have no right.
We have every right to interfere, Eustace. This is clearly too much for one person to handle alone.
Machias is right. You need to calm down and we need to think this over together. Yeah, this isn't like you at all.
As your classmates and friends, it's not hard to imagine how terrible you must be feeling right now. But that's exactly why we want to help you. And I believe we can.
We should discuss how to approach this matter together.
That's a Class 7 I know.
Still, this isn't a matter to be taken lightly. Your actions could have a profound effect on the war from here on out. If you're going to get yourselves involved, you're going to need to be prepared for the potential consequences. But I'm sure you guys know the deal at this point, right?
We fully understand what you're saying. So far, we've tried to keep our interference with the war itself to a minimum.
I guess I'm like, hell yeah, brother, let's kill a duke.
However, what just happened in Celtic was an act of terrorism against innocent civilians. We can't turn a blind eye to that.
You're right. We're all agreed there. The market manager did a lot for us, both during our field study and when we were lying low there after the war broke out.
I'm of the same opinion. He may be head of one of the 4 great houses, but the Imperial family can still make him answer for his crimes. So please, use my position and this ship however necessary to bring him to justice.
Fuck, let's fucking have Imperial family sanctioned war crime.
All right, I think it's time.
Although they're probably gonna try and arrest him Not war crime, Sag.
We can't allow Duke Alberea to do anything so inhuman ever again.
Oh, calling the Duke responsible for war crimes. That's fucking Joe.
Huh? Is there a call coming through? Where's it coming from? Bear with me a moment.
This is the first time we heard their voice.
This can't be right. It's coming from an airship owned by the Noble Alliance.
How can that be?
They must have sneaked into range. What should we do, Toa? I think I can shake them off if I try.
No, put the call up on the screen.
It's a pleasure to see you all again. Especially you, my dear brother. And Princess Alphen is with you too. Truly, it's an honor, Your Highness.
Rufus?
Goodness.
Why are you calling us?
I apologize for calling so abruptly. Rest assured, I have no intention of attacking or otherwise harming you. I'm calling because there is information of which I'd like to make you aware. Due to the rather sensitive nature of my message, this feed is a private communique from my personal airship.
What could you possibly have to tell us?
Does this concern Keldic by any chance?
It does indeed. I imagine all of you have seen what befell the town yourselves. The attack on Keldic was instigated by Duke Alberea alone. We of the Noble Alliance do not in any way condone it. If you plan to confront the Duke about his actions, you need fear no interference from us.
Bro has no backup.
Huh? Oh, I get it. You want us to take him out, don't you?
Surely not.
The bulk of the Kreutzen Provincial Army is already under my control. The attack was carried out by a small contingent of soldiers who remain loyal to my father. At present, they've walled themselves up in Aurochs Fort along with him. With the aid of the Imperial Army, you ought to be able to take the fortress without much...
Damn, Rufus is based again. Let's fucking go.
This is insane.
I guess he was... He wasn't really not based, I guess. He's just on the opposite side.
They're not as well trained as the ones who are serving you, so you don't mind losing them, do you? I'm impressed at how cold-heartedly objective you can be, Mr. Chief of Staff.
Bet you'd love it if we ended up killing each other, so you'd have nothing to worry about, huh?
Nothing of the sort, Miss Clausel. Still, there's no denying my father's actions will be a millstone around the neck of the Alliance going forward. But considering the position I hold, I can't very well publicly oppose him. And that's why I figured I might...
Based fee, right?
Well, I've said my part. Oh, and Eustace, this is an intensely family-centric affair, as I'm sure you realize. I'm very curious how you'll approach it. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I suppose I'll hope and pray for your success this once, as a sitting member of Thor's Board of Directors.
Well, damn.
Nothing like using other people to do your dirty work.
There remains a real possibility that this is a trap.
Still, now we know the Alliance wants something done about Duke Alberea as much as we do. This could be the best chance we're ever going to get to stop him from wreaking more havoc.
I can't allow my father to commit any more of these unforgivable crimes. I will go to Aurochs Fort and apprehend Duke Alberea myself. And it would mean the world to me if all of you were to lend
Let's
me
go.
aid.
You sort of all, look at me, I am the Duke now.
Do you even need to
Like, has Rufus basically taken over? Right? Like, is Duke Alberea only a Duke to those fucking little group of soldiers? Because in the eyes of the Alliance, Rufus has the control of the Kreutzen army, right? So, is the Duke only the Duke to those few soldiers who stuck by him, essentially? Yeah.
Of course we will.
Based Rufus.
We'll be with you every step of the way.
Believed in violation of a number of imperial laws, so that factor's justification, class 7, shows to call upon the aid of the 4th Armored Division and the RMP to formally place him under arrest. Following plan. 4th Armored Division would attack Berea Hard's northern line of defense. And would attack the city's southern line of defense, forcing them to call for reinforcements from Oryx's fort. Yeah, you get still name title, yeah, okay. But if he gets imprisoned for war crimes by the Imperial family, then I'm assuming it goes to next in line, which is Rufus, right? They were able to arrest you. Oh. Did it just kind of happen off screen? It's not like a mission? Finalized ring touches being put to Valamar's reinforced sword. Yeah. Opportune time test and collected much needed data. Operation to begin. Oh, okay. Why did it speak in like past tense? Like as it just kind of happened off screen. Why didn't they say this is the plan and speak in future tense? Time's finally come, as we're ready to go. Of course. We can't let Eustace down. It's our chance to avenge Otto's death too. I appreciate it. Just try and focus your thoughts on the operation for now. You can worry about things later. Unable to be doing them with Eustace. Ah, but Eustace is like a Commodore mother though, right? Right there with you. Sounds like everyone's all fired up and ready to go. First chance to test Valamar's newly fortified weapon too. How'd it turn out? Great, actually. This operation will be a perfect chance to test it out in battle. Good way to iron out the kinks anyway. More data I haven't, the better off will be when it comes to reading that Tai Chi. The 4th Armored Division, the Railway Motor Police, are almost ready to make their move. Let me know as soon as you're ready, the sooner the better. I'm coming with you. It doesn't sit right when you have you going against high-ranking Jaegers alone. I see, okay. Sure you have everything you need, no problem. Increase to 7, let's go. So side stuff. Floor! Fidelio on floor 2, okay. Fidelio. Computer room, okay. White liquid, brown liquid, blue liquid. Oh, of liquefied orbital energy? Is it like Vaseline, where it's like a byproduct of like something? Filling your battle notebook. Ah. Is that it? Floor! You log the logins. Linde on the bridge. Mm-hmm. Sick. So we good? We ready to bring justice to the war criminal? To Tower? Wait, is there new, like, weapons? Let's check weapons real quick. I can't remember the last time we bought new stuff was. Okay, we are. Good. Alright, tower. Commencing.
Everyone, commence final preparations.
Hell yeah, brother.
For the agreed location. Once there, we're on standby until the assault begins.
Yes, ma'am.
Departing for the agreed location. We'll keep watch for any threats from the ground.
Course to the Kreuzin province secured. Courageous, full speed ahead.
Go, go, go!
What could that be? It sounds like... Oh, hell yeah, brother. Chad standing on the tank. Is that the 4th Armored Division? It is, it's Craig the Red. The advantage is ours. On our pride as the Imperial soldiers, it's time to blast those walking chunks of metal to pieces. Yes, sir. Units 2 and 3, advance. Backup Unit 1 while dealing with enemies that approach from both flanks. Yes, sir. Blast, I can't believe they've advanced this far. Apparently they're eager to meet the same fate that Celtic did. Well, if that's the case, let's give them what they want. Anyway, these guys are this confident right now. Yes, sir. Come in, come in. This is Berehard's south entrance. Do you read me? What is it? We're a little busy at the moment. We're under attack from the South Croydon Highway. It's the RMP. Come again? Well, damn. That's some pretty strong weaponry. Busts out the 4-prong fucking RPG. Impudent little. No matter, now's our chance to put these dogs down for good. Focus all firepower on their legs to impede their movement. Keep it up while making a gradual retreat. We'll need to force them to call for reinforcements. Yes, ma'am. The battle on the north side of the city should have begun by now. The rest is in your hands, Class 7. What in the world? Breakout close by or something? What's Ducal Berea doing at a time like this? If only Lord Rufus were here. I love how goofy they look when the wheels on their feet are moving. Cause it's like they could walk, but they roll. They slide. Yeah, they got the Heelys. Based.
They attacked the city from both sides? Those shameless fiends!
Ain't no way bro is calling us shameful.
Is there still no response from the Pantagruel?
I'm afraid not, Your Grace. We've been trying repeatedly, but we've yet to gain contact. The same remains true for Lord Rufus's personal ship as well.
Damn son of mine. Surely he isn't planning on casting me aside. I thought Eustace was the only useless son I had, but I see I was mistaken. Regardless, we must make the best of what we have.
Elvis
and
guy,
repel
dude.
those intruders. See that my will is done.
Yes, Your Grace.
Hey, it's her. Oh, it's him.
There's a sad sight. Man, if I'd known things were gonna pan out to be such a mess here, I would have gone to where the 4th Division is.
Why'd you have him then? Hammond, or whatever the fuck it is. His name's Hammond.
Remember, we're not to even think of trying to fight in any of this war's major battles. We belong in the shadows, and as such, leave the battles that will be recorded in history's pages to others.
You're too uptight for someone whose only job now is to sit.
Helmet.
Hell, didn't you just get back from Crossbell? If we're just gonna be sitting around anyway, you might as well relax.
Well, I can't deny I have as little interest as you in being here, but interest or no, this is work.
Helmet.
Looks like I'm not the only one.
Who else do I know who's a helmet in like games or something? Helmet. Oh, I think one of the villains in like Captain America's like name is like Helmet or something.
Then again, it takes a special kind of person to want to help someone who has no problem burning his own territory to the ground. Still, as someone whose own life is about to burn out, perhaps this is where I belong.
Hey, yo. No, why she's suicidal.
May I manage one last moment of beauty before my flame burns out completely.
Well, damn.
What's that?
That, I guess, yeah.
The Crimson Wings?
This is Alphen Rice Arner, speaking from on board the Courageous. We have come to arrest Duke Alberea on suspicion of ordering the destruction and razing of Keldic. Please surrender peacefully.
Your Highness.
Ah! So the attacks on Berea Hard were merely a diversion? No matter. Shoot them down. Back off!
Isn't that treason? Shooting down something that has the princess on it? Bog Valimar. That was a goofy jump. Shoot the princess.
The Hessian Knight?
Too late!
Well, damn. Did bro just one shot? Bog! He has full Valimar sculpt for the jump. Bro just did second form Gale.
Thanks for clearing a path, Reen. Wow, reinforcing it with Zemurian ore really did make a huge difference.
The defenses are weak. Now's our chance to rush inside.
Right.
Don't get ahead of yourselves now.
7th form Void. Whoa. That's like an essence technique from Ninja Gaiden. Whoa.
That sounds like...
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
They have a new model Soldat?
Kestrel.
Hello, beautiful children of Class 7.
I feel like anyone who starts a sentence with "Hello, beautiful children," it's a little sus, you know?
It looks like our time to fight has come once again.
Scarlet? Scarlet, is that
But
you?
since they were abandoned by the Noble Alliance, why are these guys supporting, or protecting, Jubal Brea?
Not a fan of you suddenly showing up.
I think she's just here to fucking die. She wants to die like an honorable death. Not honorable, but you know what I'm trying to say. That's why she's here.
Oh well.
To go out fighting.
You for managing to escape from us back at Gorelia Fortress.
I suppose so. But for what it's worth, I just don't care. I don't care about our past encounters. I don't care about the Noble Alliance, and I don't care about what happens to this country.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Right.
What do you mean?
I have no reason to want to cling to life. See punish the man who stole everything from me just to put a railway through my homeland by putting a bullet in his heart. That was all I lived for. And now it's done. Right now I'm nothing but a walking corpse searching for a place to die.
Well, damn.
That's why I've come to see you, Ashen Prince. You're the perfect opponent for me to fall in battle against.
She's just like V was.
She's lost the will to live as well.
What a spoiled child.
Base users.
Still, you're all welcome to join me if you want. This Kestrel Soldat was designed for pure speed, and I'm going to be pushing it past its limits and flying it straight to hell where V and G await. But there's always room for more passengers on the trip.
Huh?
I'll give you the
You're
full
so
story
slow,
if you
you're a
decide to
spoiled
join us.
child.
Sound fair? And if you choose not to join, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose.
If it's a fight you want, I can grant you that much. But I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I won't let anyone else so easily choose to die.
If you think you can stop me, go right ahead and try, Ashen Awakener.
You have to tell me about the tattoo. Well, damn.
This'll be a tough one. Be careful.
What do I strike? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Too bad.
Well done. Doesn't seem like they're doing much damage though. Should have hit the body better. Well done.
No problem.
Krill assure. Yep. king. Interesting.
Right.
Hmm.
Allow me.
Too bad.
Right. Have some more.
Oh, huh.
It's working. Keep it up.
I don't know what I did differently, but it's working. Keep it up. Hey, she did it. Hey. Now what I go for? Maybe she was just fucking around. Homie was just acting a little goofy. I mean, she does want to die, so, you know, it would make sense if she's just being a little goofy.
No problem. Allow me.
Bring it on! Gotcha! My sword will cleave open the way!
I can do this.
Seventh form, void.
Allow me.
Bring it on! Gotcha! Let's go!
No problem. Have some more.
Too bad.
That's it. Just a little more.
Too bad.
I can do this. Allow me.
Bring it on! Gotcha!
Nice. I guess just because she doesn't do very much damage, just like cycling through the charge, Morning Moon, and then whatever restores the EP. Oh, Spirit, Morning Moon EP. Yeah, she didn't get a finisher. L.
He did it.
Nice work, Reem.
I can see why you were C's classmate. You fought just as wonderfully as he does in his Azure Knight. Now I can go with no regrets.
This is bad. Watch out, Rain! Pushing her soul dot for that kind of speed put a huge strain on its orbital engine. At this rate, the same thing that happened with B's gonna happen here too.
I won't let that happen. I'm not going to stand back and allow anyone else to die. Not if I have the power to stop it. We're doing this, Valimar.
Acknowledged.
Well, damn. Huh. Right? True. Cut her in half, right? Imagine he missed and actually cut her in half.
There really is no end to your recklessness.
Is that her Soldot's cockpit?
Yeah, looks like I managed to separate it in time. I want to check to see if she's all right in there just in case, though.
You put on a good show, Reem. All right, everyone. We're going in.
We'll check if everything is clear inside. Follow when you can.
I will.
Our objective is to infiltrate the fortress and apprehend my father, Duke Alberea. Remain on guard at all times.
I'm talking about Mark 5 speeds, right? Imagine she doesn't die by the explosion, but she dies from the fucking G-force.
Let's hurry.
Let's hurry.
Class 7, Group A, advance into the fortress.
Pog on screen chat.
How is she,
What happened?
Valimar?
I detect vital readings from inside. Her life appears to be in no danger.
Ah, she just has like crazy whiplash, I see.
should do it.
Oh. Huh. Strange.
Are you okay?
Why did you have to? I was so close to being reunited with them.
Sorry, but I wasn't about to let that happen. I can't pretend to know everything about the life that you've led, but based on what I do know, I don't believe it's okay for that life to come to an end. Accept justice for what you've done, and then find a way to atone for your crimes.
You really are soft.
I'm gonna let you spend the rest of your life in prison instead.
Looks like she passed out. Still, I'm glad I made it in time.
Same here.
Huh.
It's Ordine!
How long have you been there?
He can't die with a life sentence to serve.
Oh, how cute. Did you come because you were all worried about your friend?
You got me. Still, I wasn't expecting you to try a bet with stakes quite that high. Did you even stop to think for 1 second about what would happen if you got caught in that explosion?
I wasn't thinking at all, to be honest. Still, if I can't win a bet like that, what chance do I have of winning against you? Right, Crow?
Fair enough. Well, thanks. Oh, and reinforcing your weapon with Sumerian ores, not a bad idea. Just know that you're gonna need to do more than reinforce some old sword to match up to Ordine. So, you know, keep working. Oh, and that was some fine work you did making it, George.
I know.
Can't wait to see what the final product looks like.
One of my proudest moments. One of my finest moments.
Two of you, Toa and Angelica. Looks like you've really got the hang of flying that thing. I don't think there are many students out there who can learn to handle a...
It was nothing. We can't afford to take forever getting used to a ship when we've got a troublemaker like you to bring home.
Just you wait. You'll be coming back to us. I promise you that. And I hope you're ready to be on cleaning duty until graduation as a penalty for worrying us so much.
If you think you can do it, go right ahead. You still got a long way to go before you can defeat me. But I ain't gonna complain if you actually pull it off.
Okay, that's kind of based of Crow.
Okay, time to get back to work. Your classmates must be waiting inside for you by now. You should go after them.
We'll get Valimar back on board the Courageous and keep watch here. You can count on that.
Good luck!
Thanks. We'll be back soon.
Stop right there!
Criminal scum. You have violated the law. Second form, Gale.
If it isn't the Northern Jaegers. Step aside. Our business is with Duke Albarea, not with you.
Laura is waving that blade really close to Eustace's head. Oh, Rena's in here. Oh, okay. Like, damn, Laura, be a little careful there.
Afraid that's not gonna happen.
Homie slips and just cuts Eustace's in half. Okay, some good luck. Okay.
We have orders to take you into our custody, Eustace Albarea.
Oh.
And for our homeland of Northumbria, we intend to do just that.
Northumbria State? That's even farther up north than Nord. I know little about it, though, other than how virtually inhospitable it is.
What the fuck are you doing?
Some things just don't change.
If they're from Northumbria.
Sarah Valentine?
As in completely destroyed, or what?
I wasn't expecting to find you accompanying our target.
Mm-hmm.
I was aware that you'd made quite a name for yourself as a bracer by the name of Purple Lightning.
But I see the rumors about you becoming a teacher at that academy were also true.
Sarah. Do you know them, instructor?
Hmm.
Yeah, afraid so. We go quite a ways back.
Wait, who destroyed it or what destroyed it?
I don't intend to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. There's no doubting that the money you raise is vital to the people back home. But right now, being an instructor to these kids comes first. And Erebonia, not Northumbria, is my home.
Oh, Sarah's from there?
So I don't care who it saves. I'll show no mercy to anyone who dares to burn my home to the ground. I'll make damn sure you can never do anything like that ever again. So let's go. I'll take all of you on.
You might be tough, but do you honestly think you can fight us by yourself?
You can't fight a high-ranking corps like that by yourself.
It's too much for one person to do alone.
I won't allow it. We'll help.
Nuh-uh. I want you all to stand back and leave this to me.
Base Sarah
It's time
amendments.
for me to settle what I failed to do 6 years ago.
Why are you so set on doing this?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. So what caused the salt thing?
Very well.
It's time to make you regret turning your back on your homeland and leaving us.
Oh, okay, right.
The purple lightning. Off we go.
Northern Limits?
My turn.
And a Jaeger strength. Interesting. Is Sarah, like, also ex-Jaeger? Ah, okay, okay.
Okay, we're
Ow.
burning daylight.
What's going on?
How did you withstand all of that completely alone? Unbelievable. It looks like you've grown even stronger since your days in the Corps.
Interesting.
Well, is that all you got?
Oh man, I wish Easy was canon.
Go on. Fight me. I can take it. So try your luck as long as you want.
You're serious?
Sarah, it's okay. Instructor.
Mhm.
I've had enough. I see no point in wasting any more time fighting with a wounded lioness.
This battle's dragged on long enough. I think this is time to walk away.
Our contract with the Kreutzen province is hereby complete.
Are you allowed to simply abandon your contracts like that?
We've worked enough for the money we've been paid. We're not in the business of doing unpaid overtime.
Based.
Farewell, Valestein.
We may meet again, but it won't be during this war.
I sure hope not.
We're withdrawing. Disperse and make your way to the agreed location.
Yeah.
That could have gone a lot worse than it did.
Indeed, and it was all thanks to the complete and utter lack of sanity of our loving instructor.
Where do they get off calling me a wounded lioness anyway? I'll show them a lioness, the bastards. Still, I really wish you guys hadn't seen me that way. Didn't want you to know my background either, but not much I can do about that now.
Indeed.
So you were just like Fee?
Yep. Once upon a time, I was a Jaeger too. A member of the Northern Jaegers, to be exact. That was 6 years ago, before I became a bracer. During my time there, I ended up being saved by Colonel Beatrix. That was what led me to break out of the group.
I knew about it already, but it wasn't my place to talk about it.
Oh.
I guess you have your fair share of burdens to shoulder like the rest of us.
All this was a long, long time ago.
Are you alright?
You've contributed more than enough already. Leave the rest to us.
Okay. Maybe I went a little overboard in that fight. But you know what? It paid off. You won't need to worry about Jaegers on your way to the Duke now. He should still be somewhere in here. Find him, and do what we came to do.
Understood. And you stay right here and rest. We'll be back before you know it.
Let's go and find my father.
Have we been in here before? Oryx Fort? Okay.
We have nothing to fear.
Here I go. Second floor. Damn!
It's my turn.
I can do this. Fire!
You're mine! Time is precious.
You're mine!
Hurry.
Enemy sighted. Here I go. Second floor. Damn! We'll cut our own path.
Done.
How much longer do I have until his master quarters leveled up? Okay, still got a while away.
It's a fight they want.
I think I checked last time before or after all the combat was done.
We'll cut our own path.
And we haven't had much combat today.
That should suffice.
So it makes sense it's only moved by like 1,000.
I welcome all challengers.
Here I go. Second floor. Damn! Now!
Gotcha!
You're finished!
No problem.
Onwards!
All right. There!
Hang in
Thanks.
there!
Here I go.
I see. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Hmm. Makes sense. Yeah, I guess because we've had 56k so far, and we have 36k left. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I just want that 25 CP per thing back. That was very baller.
It's a fight they want.
Yeah.
My turn.
Mhm.
Second floor. Damn!
Look how much does this give? Grid a bunch. How much XP? 2,000, okay. Is the XP for the quartz different than the XP for him? Hmm. Because 2,000 for 36k, that's not that far. Oh yeah, okay, good idea. No, it is not. Hmm. So how the fuck does that go up? Is it like a 10 times less? Did I get 200? Not even close, yeah.
Wings, give us your blessing.
Here I go. Now!
Gotcha! I can do fire! Now!
Got you.
Let's see what it gets.
Seen it, Elisa.
We really do make a great team.
So 778. I'm just gonna move by 70 then. Three, 5, 315. Wicked cock. Wicked cock. Okay, so yeah, I think it's like a 10 times less than regular XP. Okay.
Lost
baby. 10 times less is fair enough, I guess.
Bring it on. Let's move.
my turn. There! Time is precious. We should hurry.
Whoa, it's a dude. Whoa. So 1649. It was at 315 last time. Now 315 to 192. So yeah, it is. I think it's basically 10 times less. Okay.
Another one. How tedious.
Another
I spy
one.
With my little eye. The goods.
Wings, give us your blessing.
Yeah. So I guess that's like 11 times less. Maybe it's like 9% or something. Maybe it's got like a weird rounding thing. I don't know.
All right.
No problem. Now!
Got you.
This is it for you.
We did it,
You
Elisa.
really do make a great team.
So now from okay, so this is. Can you write down in chat 2491? Can you just type that into chat? Thanks. 2491. Fuck, we should have typed in what it was before. Now it's 35020. Do you remember what it was before? 172. Okay. I see. Maybe it's like 5% or 8% or something like that.
Must we really pass through here?
Okay. Cool.
Enemy sighted. Let's take him.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Second floor.
Hell yeah.
It's my turn.
No problem.
Pog gamer number.
Let's keep on.
Oh. That's a
Bring
Here
it
we go.
on.
Second floor. Damn! Now's our chance. Let's go, everyone. Leave it to me.
I'll get bursted on.
This is our real power.
This is our real power. How come Eustace got so much more? He's not even in the party. He might be bad at Souls games, but he got a humor. How did Eustace get so much more? Oh. Oh, okay, makes sense.
Great.
Huh? Thank goodness.
Level 100, Pog.
Success.
Ooh, Hellfire. Only 150 more. Let's fucking go. EP, it's okay, kind of meh. Let's give it to her though. We should probably give that to Fee, but then again, we don't use Fee, so what does it matter? Oh, not easy. Me for real.
Father's gone completely on the defensive now. But every defense has its flaws. We will find a way through.
Right!
Hey, the right isn't completely deafening this time. They balanced the audio. Wow.
Take everything we have.
Second floor. Damn! Now!
Gotcha.
All right. Get there now.
An opening. Leave the.
Here I go. That's the power of the 8 lead.
Please don't let them see anything.
Oh, that's a fine looking treasure chest.
Stay on guard, everyone. That's no ordinary foe.
This
No ordinary foe. Second form, Gale.
Gotcha. No problem. Turn to flame. Burn.
It's my turn. Get there now.
An opening. Onward. Sia!
Let's move. Ha! Leave it to me. Get there.
We should hurry.
Gaius is too based. He doesn't care about women. Bro only cares about loot and treasure. And the wind.
I spy with my little eye the goods.
Bro's tail be waggling.
Bring it on. My turn. Second form. Gale.
I can do this.
Leave this to me.
All right. Get there now.
An opening.
Dog.
We make for a pretty
He's
exceptional
literally just a
team,
dog. And we killed it. Sag.
Stay on guard, everyone.
This way, take everything we
Do
have.
enemies respawn here? 0 arts. We don't have like a crazy one on Rain, do we?
Second form. Gale.
I can do this. Fire.
All right. Get there now.
An opening. Onward.
Here I go.
Right. Turn to flame. Burn. Now your chance. Success.
It's a fight they want.
My turn.
I can do this. Now.
Got you.
This is it for you.
Did it,
You
Elisa.
really do make a great team.
This is awfully tight.
Bring it on. Let's move. Second form. Gale. That's the power of the 8.
Bring it
My
on.
turn.
We're fast, we're furious, and we're out of here in time for dinner. Hell yeah, brother.
Burn to ash.
No problem.
Flame Dragon's like an upgraded version of a different move, right?
Get there.
Leave this to me.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, please. Now's our chance.
Got you.
Hang in
Thanks.
there. Right.
Huh?
Hang in there.
You have my thanks.
Let's move.
Form 6. Ah.
Second form. Game now.
Gotcha.
It's my turn.
Go, Sia. You're open.
An opening.
Hang in
Thanks.
there.
Curse you.
Evil will fall before.
I did it.
I'm so glad.
Ah, nice.
No complaint.
Pog healer got better healing. Let's go.
There's a treasure chest close by.
Pog.
Bum. Ba-dum. Ba-da-dum. Bum. Ba-dum.
Based tree, right?
We have nothing to
Here
fear.
I go. Second floor.
Being schizo in the vents.
My turn.
Incredibly based.
I welcome all challengers.
My turn. Second floor.
Leave it to me.
No problem. You're not getting open range now.
Got you.
Onward.
These guys are strong.
Blade of light. Come.
Door to Mars. They're open.
An opening.
Hell magic damage.
Let's move.
Leave it to me.
Too slow. Now.
Gotcha.
Did it,
You
Elisa.
really do make a great team. Bring it
My
on.
turn. Second floor. Damn.
All right.
Time is precious. We should.
Oh, 8U material is nice actually.
Bring it on. Here I go. Second floor. Damn. We'll cut our own path.
A matter of course.
Interesting.
Done.
How much do you have now? I'm gonna guess somewhere in the 30s. Let's see. Never mind. How the fuck did we get 99? Ah. Bog uses craft. How the fuck did it get 99? Huh. Should probably start crafting some stuff. Hopefully the next weapon upgrades should be coming up pretty soon.
You're cornered now, father.
You know what, we'll bring in Eustace, you know, for the fight against his father. Eustace is ready to kill his dad. Mm-hmm. Pro got a line, right?
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Usis! Duke Alborea. Ouroboros.
I did wonder whether someone from the Society might be here with all those archaisms walking around.
The McGriddle helmet.
Long time no see.
Please no, Papa.
Where'd Purple Lightning go? Pretty sure I saw her with you when you entered the fortress.
She's downstairs. She can't make it, I'm afraid.
Oh, how did you even make it here? What does that terrorist and those Jaegers think they're doing?
Who's he calling the terrorist? S?
S was defeated. The Northern Jaegers left.
The Noble Alliance has completely turned its back on you. You have nowhere left to run, Father. Please, surrender with good grace.
How dare you speak that way to me? Who do you think I am?
Bro has no standing left.
I am the head of the House Alborea, the ruler of the Kreutzen province, and one of the
Province?
4 great houses.
Your status does nothing to excuse your actions. No amount of power can grant you the freedom to raise your own lands.
Do
You feel nothing for the suffering you caused the innocent people of Celtic?
Silence! The people in that pitiful excuse of a town willingly sat back and accepted an enemy force squatting in my territory. This country's future is as a nation ruled by the nobility, and those shameless fools have no place in it. How is that beyond your comprehension?
Father.
We've talked enough. Let's get this done.
Oh, aren't we overconfident? Do you honestly think it will be that simple? Lord Rufus may have chosen to abandon his father, but until we're told it is no longer necessary, we will fulfill the mission we have been given. I suggest you abandon all hope of victory, for we will be your opponents.
I fear for our chances against both of them at once.
Nah, I'm good.
Excuse me?
Based McBurn.
Can't deny I'm a little interested in what that black-haired kid can do. But with the purple lightning missing in action, you can take this one on your own. See ya. Maybe next time we get a chance to fight, it'll be in somewhere that can take
Based McGriddle. Incredibly based.
Ah, he is unbelievable! This is why I hate working with him!
Your partner's not the most reliable one in Ouroboros now, is he?
So? You still intend to take us on even without him?
So, you all think you can make a fool out of me, do you? Come forth! Vanguard F3! Sleipnir!
Huh.
Archaisms? They seem pretty well armored. It must be for defending bases.
We may have fought before, but that was a mere taste of what I'm truly capable of. Come at me with all that you have. I am the head knight of the Stallritter, Duvalie the Swift, and I shall defeat every one of you!
We'll see about that.
Oh, she fights in a skirt.
Here she comes!
We'll be the ones defeating you.
Or dress, whatever that is. It was kind of impractical, but... Or maybe it's not.
Now, draw your weapons!
My turn!
Oh, it's like a cape thing. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I know.
Now's our chance! Let's go, everyone!
Leave it to me! My turn. Now's our chance.
Leave it to me!
Let it pass.
All right.
Duvalie.
You're open!
An opening!
Not a chance!
My turn. Behold the might of the Archsage's radiant.
Let's move.
Behold the might of the Arcade Radiant Waltz.
Let's move. Arcade, scale! It's my turn.
Ooh, critical. Damn, Rain doesn't have, he died his head, Pog! Damn, Rain doesn't have 100 CP. Fuck. We can check out a stereo Knight, though.
Come strong.
You're finished. Astion Knight!
Oh, wow.
Treasure these final moments.
Based Jesus.
How are you still standing?
Maybe I should bring him along more often.
All right.
Just because he's so based. Oh, she's alive? Oh. I thought she'd die, but okay. Chad uses, right? Bro just says some out-of-pocket shit. Well, not even out-of-pocket, but you know.
My turn.
He just keeps it real. Motherfucker, I still don't have it. Madge. Overdrive. Oh.
Here goes.
Aha. Smoked. Aha. Critical. And white hair. Let's go. L. Dooby Valley.
Loss was never an option.
Not with you on our side.
Oh. Okay.
Great.
No.
I'm just getting started.
Target rendered powerless.
We were able to overcome her after all. But I wonder, didn't she seem unusually tired?
Ugh. First I disgrace myself in Crossbell, and now here.
Interesting.
How am I to face my illustrious lord who told me to serve as witness here now?
Now, nothing stands in our way.
You've nowhere left to run, Father.
How dare you, Eustace? And you, girl, what do you think you're doing? You will protect me.
Girl?
Right? Crazy.
Greatly misconstrued my reason for being here. The mission assigned to me was to come and watch this fortress fall. No one ever said anything about protecting you.
What?
What?
Watch this fortress fall? You thought to abandon me the moment you arrived?
Very much so. Those were Duke Cayenne and Lord Rufus's orders, you see. Besides, my lord would never forgive the odious crimes you have committed. And quite frankly, neither can I. You should be weeping with gratitude I haven't taken my sword to you myself.
No.
Would have been kind of based if she just killed him.
There she goes.
I'm still curious who her lord is, but I suppose
Well, isn't her
now
lord the
time.
Steel Maiden? Unless she's talking about whoever's in charge of the thingy.
Eustace.
I know.
Ah.
Father. No. Your Grace Duke Helmut Albarea.
Helmut.
You are hereby under arrest on suspicion of arson and property damage in Keldic, as well as causing harm to the people of Kreutzen. Please do not attempt to resist.
Let's go. Let's go. Interesting. Pog, time for Scarlet to live out her life sentence. Hey, at least she's living in like a mansion for now, you know. Before we rehome her to just some, you know, jail at the bottom of the sewer. After the war. Bonding points, Poggies. Oh, required to see a special event? Interesting. Alright, so there's Eustace, Gaius, Elisa, Emma, Sarah, Fee, Elliot, Alfin, Laura, Milliam, Marcias, and Toa. How much do I have? I have 6. Okay. So Alfin, Sarah, Elisa, Laura, Eustace, Gaius? But Eustace last? Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. Okay, Elliot's over there. Where is Elisa? Is she over here? No, it's Toa. What the fuck is Elisa? Is she like underneath? Not on the street. But she's right there on the map. It's like she's the closest one. Central Plaza. Okay. Well, let's hang out with Laura then. She's here. Going to the canyon alone. Uh-huh. Still. Let's go check on her. Laura? Ha! She be swimming. Laura? Hey, you alright? Why would you jump in there when it's cold out? Oh, so you've come along too, Reen. There's no need to concern. It's cold but refreshing. She seems like she's okay. I know she's used to winter swimming, but we're the coldest part of the year right now. She want to clear her mind or something? There is a question what could be troubling her. My apologies. Perhaps it's a bit too much trying my hand at swimming during this time of year. It really was. Is something up? I know you're fond of swimming, but doing something like this out of the blue isn't you. Okay. Let me dry your hair off at least. Very well then. What up, Blondie, now see? It was worth me fussing over you. Want to head back to the Courageous? You could catch a cold if you stay out here. No need, I'm fine. As you know, I'm used to this. I'd like to apologize for worrying you, however. What I wasn't too worried is you were talking about. Did you bring the swimsuit from Thor's or something? Yeah, I actually found it in my luggage after leaving. Often during the time Emma and I were spending at Legram too. That line, but swimming has always been a way for me to wash away my concerns and hesitations. It wasn't I, dude? It's not funny at all, I get what you mean. Thinking a lot what happened here in this province, it is true what Duke Alberea did to Seldic is beyond unforgivable. One could also argue that he never would have employed such tactics if the war had never broken out. It's clear that his position in both the four great houses and the noble lines is what drove his actions. You may have a point. There's no guarantee that any other noble wouldn't have ended up doing the same. What's funnier than what you said is that I'm technically a noble too, but I never even thought of things like that before. We still have a long ways to go. Not just in swordsmanship either. But it doesn't benefit us to single-mindedly dedicate ourselves purely to that. Still, I feel as if I'm able to make it through this, we'll be so much stronger thanks to the experience. I want to rise above every challenge life throws my way, both as a swordsman and a noble. Naturally, that involves trusting in others rather than attempting to deal with those challenges alone. Perhaps you're an ideal partner to keep me in check, Reen. Laura? I don't mean anything special by that, mind you. It's just since you happen to be a swordsman, we should strive to motivate each other. I'm curious to see where we can go from here. There are many incredible warriors taking part in the war, but together, I believe we can catch up to them. And just maybe we'll be able to reach the strength of the Lance Maiden herself. Yeah, base Lauratism. I'm looking forward to seeing just how far our swordsmanship will take us. Walk back into town. Bond with Laura strengthened. Let's go. Oh, that's not where I was. That's where this is. I see. I hadn't played this game for like a week. And I've forgotten all about it. I'm glad Duke Albare's arrest went as smoothly as it did. Yep. Otto can find some peace now. I'm sure he will. Arresting the Duke was never going to give people of Keldic back what they've lost, but it's the most we could do for them. Hey, Austin. I'm doing great, my guy. How are you? Hope you're doing well, too. And we've got you and Valimar to thank for that. Without the two of you, the Duke might still be in power right now. Is something wrong? No, I'm fine. Don't mind me. Got something on her mind. At least if you've got something on your mind, there's no need to keep things bottled up. I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. Typical Reen. Well, maybe not that typical. You're not usually this sharp. But you're right. Now that you bring this up, let me ask you a favor. Bad work issues, but they seem done for now, I hope. Ah, I see. What was troubling you? But I'm glad they're done. Sounds annoying.
I do not understand the question.
Is Rena asking Valimar for, like, dating advice?
I request clarification. You and not my awakener wish to board me?
That's exactly what I want to do. Would that be possible?
Interesting.
I don't want to use you to fight or anything like Reen does. I just want to see what it's like inside. Just for a little while, if that's okay.
This is like taking her on a date in the car, but like way crazier.
Is that not possible or something? You said they were secondary contractors, so I was thinking it wouldn't be a problem, but maybe I had the wrong idea.
You do not. It is entirely possible for secondary contractors to board me.
Really?
However, only my awakener is able to operate me as intended. There is no comprehensible reason for anyone else to desire access to my interior.
Huh, it's okay. I don't need to operate you, honest.
Thanks, Valimar. Can you let her inside then?
As you wish.
Aww.
Oh,
it's
what?
another Whoa! Ain't no way. It's Elisa. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Hope you're doing great. Welcome. It's good to see you. Good morning.
What?
Valimar, did you really have to pick this position?
Valimar thought they were, gonna... Valimar really thought they were, like, on a date. So they were like, and they're having the cyberpunk scene. Interesting. I still need to play Cyberpunk. Some people were reporting issues with our application, but it was one of our services trying and failing to connect to some database, gathered a lot of teams to reach out to people. Seriously in production, taking turns on the meeting call hours. Ah, oof. Damn, you missed out on the 4th of July as an American? That sucks, man. 07. Ew, missing out on American Day.
While I have more than sufficient room for a human and a familiar to ride in comfort, an extra human does put an unforeseen demand on available space. I am afraid there was not much I could do under the circumstances.
Oh, you are so lying.
It's fine. I guess I can make do for a little while.
Elreen being mad at that Valimar's a wingman. The tax files into the ocean and shooting bosses in the face like a true American. God, at least waving wasn't ruining. I see my friend who's back again. That's nice. That's nice at least. Tired but too thirsty to sleep, so figure out how to get out of bed to get water. Ah, that's a mood. It's like when you... It's like... You just don't want to get out of bed. To either go to the bathroom or get some water, but it's just like... Ugh.
Kind of weird sitting like this with you, but I guess I am the one who asked for it.
That 3 AM dry mouth hit different. Yeah, in bed, yeah.
Well, if you're alright with it, I'm sure not going to complain, but...
Oh, is it because of laziness or is there another reason, actually?
So this is what Valimar looks like on the inside.
Because I was talking about out of laziness, but no. If it's something else, then yeah, that's different.
It's kind of gloomy, isn't it?
Well, there's not much point in having the front screen on when I'm not actually fighting. I have it up often enough these days, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I can see outside fine when I need to.
I see.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird to sit here and think of all the battles you fought with Valimar. When you fought those Alliance soldats and against Scarlet and Vulcan, you were right where you're sitting now.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you fought with Crow.
The fights are always different, but the scenery in here doesn't change much. I'm usually so caught up in the fight that I don't really pay much attention to what it looks like inside here. Celine and Valimar have helped me a lot, though, so I'm getting better at this whole thing, bit by bit.
It's just not fair. We're your classmates and your friends. We're supposed to be fighting alongside each other all the way. But you and Valimar always take on the hardest battles. All we can really do is back you up from the sidelines. And to be honest, it's been on my mind for a while now.
Oh, that's true.
It bugs me to feel like we're just not doing enough.
I'd assume not, right?
Oh. So that's why you wanted to see
Yeah, that wouldn't be great, I can assume. Game, because I haven't seen those scenes. Oh, I'll do this for you then. Excuse to cancel plans.
Yeah. I thought
So lie, true.
I'd have a better understanding of what you go through and what it must be like. Looking around, it feels even more isolated than I expected. Lonely, even. Seeing all the things you do from the outside, then seeing what it looks like on the inside, I have to wonder, are you okay with the way things are? Are you okay with putting yourself on the line over and over like this? Shouldering such a huge burden all alone, and even the burden of those lives you weren't able to save?
Lisa, I've never once felt like I was fighting those battles alone. You said it yourself, right? I've got all of you backing me up, either on the ground or on the courageous.
In the 4 years I'm here, I focused on like 2 other games. I mean, there was like Life is Strange Before the Storm, Life is Strange 2. Let's go.
Sure, you're not inside Valimar with me.
Me too.
But I know you all have my back. That's
One day he'll
why
be able to look her in the eyes. Whoa, he's doing it! And then I also played True Colors, and you were there for a bit, I remember. But I was playing like all night, so I assume you were only there for the beginning. Saints Row 2 and Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2. Fuck! Character development coming fast, right? Damn.
In that sense, it's not
It's like
so
I chose her as my romance option in the first game. Right? At the end of the first game. And then there was just like kind of nothing so far. Like this is pretty much the closest we've gotten to anything romantic, I guess. This entire game. Like it's a real slow burn romance, but it was kind of interesting. True. How the Life is Strange spin-offs. Spin-offs. That is true, yeah. I guess like when you're fighting a war, there isn't that much time for romance. I guess. But my romantic heart needs to see the romance. Because I guess I ain't getting that in real life, so, you know, gotta find it in games. Sag. Indirect sequels, I guess, on the main one. Oh, right. That's fair. Oh, they're pretty good. Oh, man. What was I saying? I liked 2, but some parts of 2 are a little boring. Like, I feel like it could be condensed a little. And True Colors was pretty good too, but I only played it once. The first one, and Before the Storm especially, are my favorites. They're really good.
Well...
You don't have to worry about me, Elisa. As long as I know you're all there, and that I can look forward to seeing you again after each operation.
That is true. 2 is good. But I feel like there's just certain points in 2 where it just feels a little slow. Takes place in Idaho Springs, Colorado. Good point. Playthrough's the first. Wasn't sure the reception for the rest manned out. Yeah, I mean, they're all overall good games. It's just... Even 2 is good. I'm nitpicking, I guess.
I'll fight my hardest, and I'll come home the victor.
Just like kids are. True, true.
Keep me in your heart and lend me your aid.
Always, Reen.
I'm always in a heart. Let's fucking go!
Just don't go doing anything too reckless in here, okay? You're really important to all of us.
I like the way her voice softened.
But especially to me, so...
Let's go!
Elisa...
They gonna kiss. Oh, this may be like an epic wingman. This is maybe an epic wingman moment. Based Valamat.
What is it, Valamar?
I have detected an abnormal increase in your heart rates.
This is low-key wingmanning. Low-key.
Maintaining optimal health is a skill. I recommend rest.
Bro thinks we're having a heart attack.
No, it's okay. We're fine.
Yeah, never felt better.
Came out of the game. Hero is hitting on it so bad. Alpha's planning to find what the game series should be like. Everyone's going, interesting. Right. I guess it's understandable because you don't play as the person with powers. So it's kind of frustrating in a way. Not really frustrating, but like, you just feel so bad. What's his name? Is it Sean? Is Sean the main character? You just feel so bad for him. Because he goes through all this shit for no benefit to him. He doesn't have powers. He doesn't have anything. And he has to put up with all this shit, you know? It's like, damn, Rain, you're usually emotionless and personality for your bag. What's going on?
Thanks for worrying about us, Valamar.
Let's go. Alright, who next? Princess. Or Sarah. Let's go Princess. And I just, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I mean, like, his dad dies. Wait, does the dad? No. The powers happen after the dad dies, right. But the dad dies. And then Daniel's powers cause them to, you know, get into, well, get wanted for murder or manslaughter or some shit. And then they're on the run. Why today was important for the bonding? And it's like, I think every single time I've always got the same ending of them both being in Mexico, because I feel like that's the only one where he's kind of happy. In all the other ones, he's either like, well, one of them he dies, the other one he fucking lives in prison for 30 years, and then the other one is like they're separated, he goes to Mexico, Daniel stays. The orange tinted ending, hell yeah, brother. Whole mass over the cathedral, think of sneaking in kind of incognito, but something the matter? It's nothing, just pretend I didn't say anything. Some restaurant, you must be exhausted. Seems like you got something out of the mind. If I join you, Your Highness, I feel much more at ease if I at least escorted you to the cathedral. Just a precaution, of course. Yeah, right. Would you, Rain? Thank you so much for your concern. Should we off then? I feel like either way, if you choose to go to Mexico, regardless of how you've raised Daniel, it's better. For Sean, at least, because either they both go, or only Sean goes. Whereas, if you stay, either he goes to prison or he dies. So it's like, you know? Cathedral Upper Close is always breathtaking. Didn't Joey get the prison ending? El Joey. That's right, I have a number of noble acquaintances here even. Speaking of which, today's mess seems to have attracted more of them than usual. Looks like there's intended on the occasion to mourn the losses of by Sardic. Oh, judging by the people I saw go in, it's probably a fairly large event. So it seems. I plan to attend as well to offer my prayers to the market manager. But no, it's nothing. Let's go inside, Rain. Emperor and Princess Alphen entered the cathedral to attend the mass currently being held. Of course, they were able to sit behind the majority of the attendees to avoid standing out. However, during the sermon, social skills of a fork, so you like that in English. Social skills of a fork. But Sean didn't do anything, right? I mean, I guess he probably does some things along the way that are kind of illegal, but, you know, it's a new one. Oh, man. I don't know why this reminded me of this thing, but yesterday, I took these two girls and their dad. That's what I'm assuming, at least. I didn't know their relation, but I'm assuming it was their dad and two sisters. Back home from like a bar or something. And then I left afterwards. And they called me up being like, my dad left his vape. So I go back. I was only like 2 minutes away. Still wasn't a big deal. Then he comes and picks it up and he's like, and the girls just wanted me to say that you have the sexiest voice. And I was like, well, damn. Like, interesting? Audio Viagra. But like, right? I'm assuming it's their dad, because it's like two girls who are maybe at most 22-ish, I don't know. And there was a guy who was like 40 at least, maybe 50. Like he was bald with like gray around the sides, kinda. You know? And those girls were like somewhere in between like 18 and like 23, I don't know. Doubt they were older than me. Those are the sugar babies. Oh man. But yeah, I just wanted to brag. Because hey, they were quite pretty, you know? Oh man, honey jail. Bunk. In light of this, let's offer up a prayers for the people there. May Adios be with them all. I just love the emote, nice. Yeah, bit emotes, they're just stuck with you. I just love the bit emotes for two people who I do not like. Now to pray to the goddess of the sky. Rest in peace, Otto. What's gonna happen to us from here on out? I can't believe they actually arrested you called Brea. Not to mention the fact that we've been removed from the Noble Alliance's jurisdiction. Right crazy, what if they are? Fork guy! Pug! Whoa, it's Yowie. True Brea certainly has made a muck of things this time. Are these people for real? Are we supposed to be mourning for the people in Celtic? Sounds like a bad superhero. Yowie. Yeah, it's crazy. I used to watch Yowie all the time, you know? It's funny how I accidentally said that once, and I was so embarrassed. Like 3 years ago, 2 years ago? When was 2021? Now I'll just say that. Sign me up. Besides, surely Saldic was partly to blame for what happened to, no? I heard all about the belligerent attitude towards Chukor Berea, and yet he was arrested simply for teaching them a lesson. Disgraceful, I know. The beloved empire certainly has been on the decline these past couple of years. I can't take much more of this. Just who in the world do you think you people are? Nobody's wanting honestly. Huh? Who dares raise their voice during Holy Mass? Wait, I know that face. Princess Alphen? How could you make light of what happened in Celtic? Do you genuinely believe that it's none of your concern that Celtic deserved its fate Is this how you treat your fellow Erebonians? Don't you realize that by putting aside such social labels, the tragedy could have been prevented? Your Highness! But maybe I'm not one to talk. I may have shared the same sentiments as you. All I had continued to live in my cozy life in Heimdall. I would have done little other than pity them without making an attempt to truly understand the gravity of the matter. In the end, it would have been another event on the long list of things to eventually forget. But please, I beg of you, please realize that wherever they are, whether they're noble or commoner, every life matters. The people who suffered in Celtic, who lost their lives because of this war, are no less important than any of us. Each and every one of them lived a life of their own and had a future ahead of them until it was ripped away. Your Highness. Your Highness. Reen. So please, I ask anyone in disagreement with the Duke's arrest to go see Celtic for themselves. If that's not enough to convince you his arrest was the right thing to do, then by all means bring your complaints to me. I swear in the honor household that I'll listen to every single one of you in earnest. Princess Alphen's speech, they left the cathedral that had turned deathly quiet. Reen escorted her back to the airport. The entire way she struggled to hold back her tears. Aww. Princess G. Thank you, Reen. I've gotten hold of myself now. How embarrassing is it that to act like that during Holy Mass? I'm sure my brother would have been able to handle the situation much better. Alphen's Vander bodyguard during all this. True. I got water. Let's go! I got water in bed. Bug! Nice! Prince Oliver would handle that in his own way, sure. That's so true. Let's go! Make your actions less worthy of respect, however, you don't think it was too much? I mean, when I say the speech is very close to home, that's why I'm sure some of the nobles there must have been impacted the same way. If anything, I'd say you made me feel more proud to be a member of the Empire than ever before. Did I? Reen doing his fucking canonic head pat. I'm sure when this war comes to an end, your words will be able to reach even more people too. Until then, all we can do is keep fighting. Thank you, Reen. Hearing you say that is such a relief. I've been helped, Your Highness. Let's focus on doing what we can for now, okay? Please don't forget that we're all here to support you. Thank you. After Reen escorted Princess Alphen to the Courageous, he headed back to town. Nice. Reen, when he sees a girl unpadded, you know? There. There. Alright, so we've done 3, we've got 3 left. So, Sarah, guys, and Usus, let's go. Tavern is side stuff too. Okay. Is the tavern around here? The end. Okay. Sick. Hey there, Reen. Hey there, instructor. Are you feeling a little better now? Feeling just fine, thank you very much. Although I might have overdone it a bit against those guys. Still, at least I was able to see you kids off like a good teacher should. No regrets here. Instructor. Aw, come on, don't give me that look. I might be resting, but you look like you should get some rest yourself. Gosh, haven't told us much about her past, but she might actually be making an exception this time. Okay, we'll talk to the books first. Talk to the books, talk for the books first. Pog espresso. Pogs. I'm assuming Gambler Jack. Let's fucking Joe. Would you mind if I stayed here and rested a bit with you? I'd be even happy to join you for a drink or something. Water, I guess. Really? You can be rolling into bars, chatting up the ladies like a pro soon with the way you're going? Interesting. Okay, guys, note this shit down. Walk up to a lady in the bar being like, hey, may I join you? I may even drink something with you, like water. Incredible risk. Gamblejang being incredibly base and gambling away his child's college savings. So you can see that I gave you a little something fancier than the water on me. Immaculate Riz. Phew, this hard liquor fights back, gotta pace myself better. Can't chug them cause they're too strong and 3 sheets to the wind before I knew it. It's better than nothing but a good beer or cider any day. I love cider, cider's great. If I was a woman, I'd marry him immediately, incredibly based. I'm struggling with this cocktail personally. Feels like I get drunk from it, even there's no alcohol in it. Well, then that's a mocktail, not a cocktail, you know? There's no cock in that drink. Well, hey, that's just one of the details of drinking. Then divorce and make the house car dog half the way. No! Serge. Did you ever savor it once you're old enough? Same way both my superior and my friend did for me back in the day. Was that back when you were part of the Northern Jaegers? Yep. Granted, they both kicked the bucket a long time ago. Sorry. This operation brought back a lot of memories. Some of them bad, but plenty of good ones too. Getting by back then was a real struggle. Felt like no matter what we did, nothing ever got any better. You came from Northumbria, didn't you? Seems like the life there was a lot more brutal than I could have ever imagined. Would you mind if I asked just when you decided to join the Corps? I couldn't tell you exactly when. It felt like as soon as I knew where I was going, what was going on around me, I had a gun in my hands. Not like there was much else you could do to earn a living around there. They said it was a nice place till the Northumbrian disaster struck around 20 or so years ago. I only go back once every few years now, mainly to pay respects. I see. It was the kind of place where death would follow you wherever you went, really. And I wasn't any exception to that. I've lost many people who were really important to me. One day they were there, the next they were gone. Yeah, It wasn't until 6 years ago that Beatrix, well, Colonel Beatrix back then saved me. Oh, the fucking nurse. After that, get all my tired and headed down the path of becoming a bracer. You know the rest after that. Guess we don't even know what to say. Can't imagine leading a life like that. Yes, indeed, you won't find many heroines as tragic as me. But well, what happened at Oryx Fort made me realize something. Do you say heroine or heroine? For female hero. Heroine. I hadn't completely cut my ties to that place. Heroine. Crossing blades without comrades is more painful than I expected. Maybe it's selfish of me to say, but I wish it weren't. I guess it shows that I've still got a long way to go as an instructor. There's still so much I want to teach you so you can make it through all this, but I probably wasn't cut out for the job to begin with, you know? I have to respectfully disagree with you there, instructor. You've learned a lot from you, both individually and as a class. Things that you didn't specifically try to teach us either. We've learned those simply through observing your actions. Like what? Take what happens at Oryx Fort. Your actions toward that fighting for the people in the country you love can be painful at times. We saw that in your willingness to cross blades with those you once knew. You showed us what it means to be truly determined, at least that's what I got out of it. And I'm certain we'll one day have to show that very same determination. That's why we'd like you to continue teaching us from here on out. In fact, we need you to. I can't see us taking back Thors without your experience and guidance, let alone getting through to Crow. Wow, look at you, Reen. Is Beatrix on the courageous she isn't she? Actually, I think Sarah's only like staff on the courageous, right? The teachers become the student. Talk about cliches. I get it though. If you're that insistent, then I'll make sure you'll get the best education possible. As your instructor and as your comrade. She isn't right. Oh, okay, yeah, true. Bug. Two left, so... Let's talk to Gaius and then Eustace. Okay. It's good that we were able to put an end to the issue with Eustace's father. But the winds that blowing through this nation grow more tempestuous. How the fuck do you say that? Tempestuous. So I made a pray that they might finally come, at least a little. I could really use a little prayer right now. I think I'll join you, actually. Kind of a weird request, but while we're here, would you mind teaching me how people pray in Nord? Sure, let's move up a little then. Tempestuous. Okay. Tempestuous. That should do. Praying like this kind of makes you feel in tune with the wind as well. What is the traditional Nord way of praying after all? Oh, we blue natives start praying now, let's go! They say that doing so calls forth the voices of the spirits and ideas in order to rid the world of disaster. Of course, how that actually works isn't really explained. I see. It's kind of frustrating to know that all we can really do right now is pray. Reen? Well, this war's brought about so many sacrifices at this point, whether it be the innocent victims or the soldiers who fell in battle. Class V, all honorary Indian people happy for real, on guard. In the end, there's nothing we can do to stop that. Celtic's proof enough of that. That's why I can't help but feel so frustrated at myself. I understand what you mean. I felt the same during my time in Nord. There's simply nothing we can do in the face of such a powerful storm. But that doesn't mean we should stand by idly as we watch the destruction. I know that. But it's just... no one person can make their way through life without help. No one can cover every need, every eventuality. But that's okay because mankind shows its greatest strengths through banding together. Huh. Those are the words of an old traveling priest who used to visit Nord long ago. In the end, there's only so much we can do alone. However, by accepting this and working together, people can overcome any trial they face. My time with Class 7 led me to believe this is what he meant. Huh. You're not alone, Reen. You have me and the rest of Class 7, not to mention many of the comrades with you. So let's do what we can to prevent any more tragedies like Celtic from happening. You're always so confident, guys. Maybe I should take a few pointers from you. This doesn't change the fact that we've got a tough road ahead of us, though. But knowing I've got all of you by my side makes me confident that we'll pull through. I feel very much the same. Let's walk down that road together then and take back our home. Right. Your bond with the guy is strengthened. Ay. Nice. Usists. The size of this place never ceases to amaze me. Both the Duke and Scarlet are being held here, I think. Well, Sparkles. Okay, sure. Dude. I broke these nail clippers trying to clip my toenails. I don't know what it is about my toenails, but they're so fucking strong. An ankle grinder. I know. Damn. I have a more heavy-duty set. I just don't know where it is.
It's not as grand as Valflame Palace, but I doubt you'll find many mansions this fancy. The Duke's residence is certainly befitting of his status.
Yeah, but it's green, so you know.
After all, Reen.
Yeah, I was kinda hesitant to come and visit in case I got in your way, though.
No, it's fine. Everything is largely settled here now. I will leave the rest to you, then.
As you wish. Leave everything to us, and we will strive and make things as comfortable for your father as possible.
Don't go to the hardware store because his toenails break the others. Brilliant.
You have my thanks.
He's Captain Claire's adjutant, isn't he?
Indeed, and quite a skilled one at that. He and his men will be managing the mansion together while keeping my father in custody, at least until the war comes to an end.
Oh, right.
There's no need to look so. He deserves to answer for his crimes much like others. He should be grateful he hasn't been handcuffed and thrown in a cell.
I guess that's one way of looking at it.
Puggies.
Oh, yeah, Scarlet's here too, right?
No. She's currently receiving treatment in the annex. She remains bedridden, but her life is in no real danger, or so I hear.
That's good.
If you'd like to speak with her, you should go and pay her a visit. Meanwhile, I'll be going to my room to get ready for departure. If you need anything at all, feel free to come by and see me.
Thanks, Eustace. Will do. Wait a sec. Where is his room anyway? I don't know where the annex Scarlet's in is either. I guess I'll have to ask someone.
So Eustace's room, and then Scarlet, and then what's his face? Mr. Albareo? Helmut? The RMP should be able to take care of the mansion for the time being. Perhaps chance me to take one of the horses out for a final ride before I leave. Kind of fun, actually. Horses the race we had. I do in fact come with me. Where? Solitary Mansion with Eustace Road, not there. Or Zorok's Canyon with Eustace taking lead. Now time to race, well fuck. This is where we had a duel before, isn't it? Why we come out here? If you lose 50 AP. Shit. Chill with you. Eustace. When you told me your feels out here, you claimed that there was something honest about the way I fought? Because I let my soul for something untrusted. I did, didn't I? My trust in my brother is not faltered. However, because of that trust, I fear that when my time comes to fight him, my sword will be hindered by hesitation. I dread the day that I'll have to turn my blade upon my own brother. I'm not proud of it, but that's how it is. I can hardly blame you, since anyone in your position would feel that way. Perhaps, but that's why I'd like to face off with you, Rin. Whether I win or lose, I believe our duel will allow me to cast away my doubts. And through that, I should be able to better trust in my own convictions regardless of whom I face. I realize that's a somewhat selfish request, but please, this is important to me. I'm allowed to say no after that speech. He is. So sure, let's go. Just know I won't be holding back. Hit me with all you got, with pleasure. To the battle of the heads. So without turbo mode, they really just make you sit there for like a solid minute watching them breathe. Or more like 20 seconds, but still. That was like a solid like 5 or 6 seconds with turbo mode. Neither can I, even real battles is not often I fight to the point of exhaustion. I think it's because we can read each other so well, we're able to fight to this point, really. Thanks to Master Kaife and Viscount Arthur keeping up the whole day without getting tired or bored. We're not them, but I still think we did pretty well for a couple of teenagers. Agreed, it was fun in our own strange way. Thank you, Rin. I feel as though I can now go forth and fight with that same honesty yet again. I may have been taught by Rufus, but it was Class 7 who helped me to further develop my skills. No to thank me, I'm just glad you were honest with me and asked. That was beyond awful. Funnies. So imagine someone up the edge, get on their horses and return to pray hard. Right, so Duke's quarters first? Because that's not the exclamation mark. So I guess Scarlet is the exclamation mark, is the quest progression? Oh, okay, never mind. So we good to proceed? Nice.
Oh.
Oh. Huh? Oh.
I knew it would be you. Did you come to listen to me whine and complain about you?
Mm-hmm.
I know you didn't want me to save you, but you don't have to hate me for it.
I was just joking. I don't care what happens to me. Whether I live or die or get executed as a terrorist, what happens, happens.
Stop being so flippant about the whole thing. But you seem to be a little more cheerful than I was expecting you to be. I'm glad. Well, it sounds like you're doing all right at least. That's good.
My only complaint is that I wasn't allowed to ascend to heaven like I wanted to.
Didn't she say she was going to hell?
But perhaps this is just how it was meant to be.
I wish I could tell you. You said you used to be a sister, right? You mentioned something about training over in Arteria, too.
I did. Though that training was a long time ago.
So that wasn't a lie? Sorry. It wasn't that I didn't believe you, it's just...
I'll have you know I grew up in one of the most pious families in the country. Hard as that may be to believe, I was so happy when I was first invited to join the church. I doubt you'd know, but the church is a fairly complex organization with plenty of divisions within it. The part I was invited to join was an organization called the Congregation for the Sacraments. They're a group full of immensely skilled people who take on some unique missions, to put it mildly. It made me happier than you could imagine to be recognized by people like that at such a young age. I didn't have any special abilities of my own, but I left home, trained my hardest, and eventually became a squire.
A squire? As in a kind of knight? I thought you said you became a sister. Unless you're saying the church has knights too. Ugh, I'm getting confused now.
Anyone would be in your position. Their image of the church begins and ends with priests and mass. As it was, my days in Arteria came to an abrupt just before I went out on my first mission. I got word of what had happened. I hurried back to Erebonia as fast as I could, but I was too late to do anything.
Lady Scarlet, I think you should get some more rest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you strain yourself.
You really are a softie. If you want to hear the rest, you'll have to come back another time. So, if you're interested.
It's hard to imagine someone going from being a sister to a terrorist, but that's just what happened.
Okay.
I'm still convinced that it would have been a waste for her to have died back there. I'm glad she seems to have calmed down for now. I'll have to come back another time to see how she's doing.
So now we just go back? Return to the courageous. Hell nut. Not letting you talk to him. Hell nut. Okay, sick. What do you mean there's more to see? I feel like he'll say that regardless, but it's confusing. Reen. like we caught you just the right time. Were you planning going inside too? Oh, hello. What's wrong? You seem all, flustered. Well, we got a message from the guys still inside the ship, but they said something's happened over in Crossbell. The end. Oh, okay. In Crossbell. Is this what they were talking about, where the epilogue is just kind of giant spoilers for Crossbell? Or is it still a while away? With the beginning of the end of the beginning of the end. Okay. And then I'm guessing doing something even weirder. We're planning to go and get a closer look at it. Grabbing everyone still in town, bringing them back here. Okay. Okay. Back as soon as I can. I'll leave everything here to you. Then maybe we call it for the chapter, and then we just watch a recap for the rest of the stream. Because we're probably getting close enough to the point where the recap would probably help. Red Airport, they boarded Courageous and promptly took off.
Upper rank you go!
Pog rank A2.
Here's a bonus from the academy.
Or a jacket too. Let's go.
Well done! I'm so proud of you.
S grade, nice. Course to the east-northeast is clear. All hands remain vigilant. The ship's approaching maximum cruising speed. We should be getting close to the fortress soon. Please get in touch with the 4th Armored Division and the Railway Military Police. Aye, aye, Captain. Okay, okay, sure. Oh my, I think I can see something in the distance. What the? I'm getting some very strange readings here. Well, we've got the whole Sky trilogy to watch recaps for.
I can see Crossbell now.
And I want to watch like a pretty decent in-depth one, so it'll probably be at least an hour for those games.
There seems to be something emitting light in the distance as well.
Like, I watched one that was like 7 minutes and it just basically said incest. It skipped like the entire like middle, or it skipped everything. It just went from, hey, these two, they're brother and sister but adopted. And then he just kind of said some stuff, and then it was like, incest. And he's sleeper cell or some shit. I feel like it skipped all the story and just had that. When there's not adoptive incest in the game. Huh? Yggdrasil? World tree? It's a big air tree.
I don't know.
That blue barrier that was surrounding the city before is gone.
But now there's something even more unbelievable in its place.
An azure tree?
Yeah, it looks like a tree to me too. It's got all those branches coming out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true, okay.
I don't think trees so
Makes
vast
sense.
even exist in legend. Never mind in reality.
Yeah, there's something completely otherworldly about it.
But it's also kind of cool, like, being in that thing and then seeing another perspective later. I understand both points, though.
Do you know what it is, Celine? I wish I did. There's nothing like that in any of the clan's legends.
Just what is happening over in Crossbell?
Now that's damned impressive. It must be over 2,000 arj tall.
Oh, never thought I'd come face to face with something that big in my lifetime.
Makes sense.
Life's just full of surprises.
Oh, this is the very essence of beauty. So this is the fruit of the Azure Zero project. A
testament to the power of human obsession.
Looks like everything did go according to
Hmm.
plan. Not that any other outcome was ever a possibility with my illustrious lord lending a hand.
So that showed up as a result of that phantasmal blaze plan of yours? And you're planning on spawning something like that over here, too?
That we are. What you see before you is a miracle born of human hands, made manifest by the Zero Child. The end of the second movement is finally nigh. Let the preparations begin. This story's finale is bound to be one to remember.
I like how the bird struck a pose too. It's like, ah.
Guess it's almost time to wrap things up. Wonder if it'll go how she and Campanella wanted to, though.
True, true, true. No. Wait, what was the barrier around? Oh, crossbow or Olden dog shit, mechanically speaking. Yeah. Now it's a tree.
Excuse us, Lord Rufus.
Tree. These guys, do we know them? They seem kind of familiar.
Well, well. If it isn't General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius.
These guys.
I had thought you were still on the Western Front.
Was that in the first game or this game?
Might I ask what
it was the
brings you
first game,
here?
right? Like at the very end with Duke Cayenne.
Do you even need to ask? First Ruhr, now Bereahard.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The Eastern Front is collapsing as we speak. I see no reason for us to remain in the West any longer.
Right.
I wouldn't go quite that far, General. As long as the West remains well protected, Heimdall will not fall. As for Nortia and the elements which sided with Duke Alberea, they could always abandon their neutrality. The war is still ours for the winning. That hasn't changed.
An impressive analysis.
By the way, would you happen to know anything about that vast tree that's sprouted up in Crossbound? Is it even a tree to begin with?
I haven't viewed it from up close, but the pictures were like nothing I'd ever seen. It could be completely harmless, but it's likely causing Erebonians in the East no shortage of anxiety just by being there.
I quite agree, and that concerns me as well. Still, Duke Cayenne insists its appearance was planned. There should be nothing to fear.
Really now?
I was aware he was affiliating himself with some suspicious society of sorts. Could the two be related?
What happens behind the scenes is of no concern to us, I suppose. We are warriors. We live to fight on the battlefield. So, dear Chief of Staff, who is our next opponent to be?
Getting right down to business, I see. I'd like for the two of you to defend the capital. Your opponents are to be the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions, who will be advancing upon it within the next few days.
Oh, is that so?
What? So they're risking everything in an attempt to take back Heimdall?
That is what I predict will happen, yes. I think Craig the Red and One-Eyed Zex will prove to be enough entertainment for the two of you, wouldn't you agree? After all, only the best will do for the two strongest soldiers the Provincial Army has to offer.
Okay.
All right, you win. You have my attention. The prospect alone has my blood boiling in anticipation.
I concur. Very well. We shall do as you say. This is sure to be a clash for the ages.
Oh, hey. Whoa.
I had no idea all this existed right under the palace. Cayenne, can I ask exactly where we're going?
There is no need to look so concerned, Your Highness. The place we are traveling to is to the center of this city. No, this country. And a place that governs a great power. It is where everything both ends and begins.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Please, be careful of your footing. If you were to fall off the platform, you most assuredly would go splat and die.
Now, it won't do to frighten him. And I must say, I don't recall doing so ever being part of your duties.
Pardon me. I believe we're almost there.
Damn, Altina, right? Damn girl. So this is where she actually was.
I've been waiting for you.
Vida Clotilde? The opera singer? What are you doing in a place like this?
Greetings, witch. I see that tree emerged successfully.
It certainly did. All that remains now is to continue the preparations here. However, let me remind you that under no circumstance...
If you would, spare me. You've made yourself perfectly clear on occasions past.
So, both keyboards came with cables. I don't know which one is for which. I mean, they're both just USB-C cables, so I guess just use whichever one I like more. Since I'm going to be using the same cable anyway.
I am hardly enough of a fool to attempt to defy commands from a witch.
What are the two of you talking about? And why did you bring me here?
Yeah, gonna need that fucking 27 gigabyte a second USB transfer speeds for a keyboard.
Patience, Your Highness. All will be clear in due time.
Would be incredibly based.
Oh my. This be it.
Hey, yo.
What is that thing?
A magma knight?
What's this feeling?
Ain't no way Cedric is also Arene.
Marvelous! Marvelous!
L. Cedric heart attack.
This is the legendary demon said to wield 1,000 weapons. The Crimson Calamity.
Crimson Calamity.
Like Saint Sandlot and Drykel's 250 years ago, and a fragment of the great power. The Vermilion Testarossa!
Which color are we going with? Vermilion Scarlet? What? The color's important, you know? The Azure Knight, the Ashen Knight. Is this going to be the Scarlet Knight? The Vermilion Knight? The Magma Knight? I think Magma's the coolest because it's floating in like some lava. Right? Sealed away by them lot? Interesting how they could seal away a Great Knight. I wonder if one of them was the, was an Awakener.
Azure Tree? That's the name of the bizarre tree that appeared in Crossbell then?
Yeah, I found it out from the guild branch over there. Things still seem to be tense over in their direction. No one's really sure what it's for or what it can do. Don't think it'll have any direct effect on Erebonia, though.
Well, I suppose that's good news. Sort of.
Oh, okay. It's really called Testarossa? Oh, okay, interesting.
Still, people on this side of the country are understandably feeling uneasy about it.
I guess Italian's not too bad. It could have been French.
Yeah, people have enough to worry
And I
about
guess it's
without a
equivalent
giant
of an
glowing tree
Ordine.
sprouting up from out of nowhere.
Anyone would start feeling nervous at the sight of such a thing.
Vermilion or crimson. Ah, okay.
At least it should keep Calvert off our backs for a while, right?
I guess the Rossa is like rose anyway, so that's like rose-colored.
They're as clueless as we are on what that thing is, and they're not going to risk an attack before they know for sure.
Exactly. In a sense, it's doing the same thing for us the barrier around Crossbell City did before it up and vanished. It's probably the best distraction Erebonia could ask for about now.
Oh, is that what your bracer instincts are telling you?
It doesn't take a bracer to think that, Eustace. If Calvert were to invade right now while the war's going on...
True. The situation we're under is plenty chaotic as it is.
All we can do right now is keep doing what
okay.
we always have and gather information. I'm sure we can do something to improve
And
the
what's
situation
Testa?
here, but we don't
Oh my
know
god,
enough
is this
of
the
stuff
Tesla
that
model
something
night?
is.
Life is cringe already? No, we still got a couple episodes. I think we got the last 2. Did I even finish the 3rd one? I can't remember. Oh, I think we did, and then I played Gamedall.
I'm with Gaius. Let's just take a
Means
deep
head.
breath and do the best
Head
we
redhead.
can.
That's the best attitude to have right now, too. One thing we could do
Or
is
redhead
keep
head.
looking around for other Thor students. We could always use more help, right?
We still need more Zemirian ore, too.
Oh, that's right. And there are still more spirit shrines left to explore as well.
Strangely enough, our best course of action is to simply continue doing what we've
Okay.
always done, albeit with renewed dedication.
So is Rosa also redhead, or is Rosa just red?
That works for me.
Elon Musk makes me a divine knight when, right?
Sounds like you've got things covered in the east, which means that all that's left for me is to wish you good luck. Take care of them. Okay, Sarah?
What else would I do?
Makes
And you
sense,
take,
yeah.
we wouldn't want anything to happen to you before you reunite with your dearest Carnelia, now would we?
Yeah. Would you just drop
Cornelia.
that already? Anyway, keep it up, guys. I'll be in touch.
Oh, there goes all my fun.
What was all that about? Toval's girlfriend?
It did sound that way.
For further details, please consult a certain famous novel about a certain lovable scam.
Poor Toval. Anyway, should probably get to work. The best place to start would be checking the latest requests from Prince Oliver.
Missed opportunity. Unresolved itself. Logan Castle. Probably another cryptid or something. Hearts and Harmony, Rosine, Concert, and Seldic. Elliot's Help. Okay. Canyon or Canyon. Orox Canyon. Dangerous Monster. Okay. They got the puns! Bogus.
There's a request from Rosine about Keldic.
Yeah. if
Hey,
we can,
Rosine
I'd
recovered,
love
nice.
to help her out.
Me too. It's the least we can do after all the market manager did for us.
I'm in agreement. We should try and help her if time permits.
Klaus also has something in mind for us, it would seem. And that being said, I think it'd be best if I were to accompany you for the time being.
So Elliot and
I'd
Laura?
like to come along too, especially
And
since
Emma.
we have the spirit shrines to worry about. Of course, Celine will be coming with me.
Has the power of a god.
You'll need
Oh,
both
she's
of
the
us to
nun?
get through the
Okay.
shrines, after all.
Was she the one who was, like, knocked out? Before we met the market manager, who was dead?
That sounds fine by me. Thanks.
All right then, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Sad, gotta leave guys behind. Becky's mom. Oh, okay. Right. Emma just for the shrines. Okay. I see. And then for the one quest. Right. Well, we'll make it like that for now. And recap watching time. Poggies. Okay, I can't like drag this like keyboard around. It like kind of grips the mouse mat. L keyboard having good grip. The other one just kind of slid around. Fish lovers? Oh, for like actual fish. Hey, is this what I bought?
This keyboard changed everything. And I seriously mean that, because last year when Akka released
No.
the Monsgeek M1, it shook up the market.
Oh, okay, never
forever.
mind.
But wait, what's this?
Same brand, though.
They're not doing it again. They're not doing it again, are they? Let's talk about that. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hippio, it's 2024. I don't...
Anyway, time to just incest.
The Kisaki.
Well, damn. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Law door summary. Well, is there a way to see play? Listen, see play. Oh wait, can I just do this? And of course I added a fucking key, see key. Does it say the length anywhere? Playlist length? How to see YouTube playlist length. This fucking backstroke. 5 hours. Nice. Sick. I guess maybe we could just watch 2 parts of stream. Pog, 5 hours. At least it's gonna be in depth. It's not gonna just be like, hey, these 2. Or 3? Yeah. This is 1, this is 2, then this is 3, and this is like extra lore for the door. Pog, extra lore. Let's fucking go. She does video essays on trails, so... And then... Trails from Zero has 8 videos. Oh my god, is this longer? Nine hours and 30 minutes. Let's fucking go. Just boring time stream for Crossbell. Oh man. Maybe I'll watch that like off stream or something. Who knows?
The Kisaki series, which is translated as the Trail series in English, heavily builds on shared plotlines and complex political intrigue
right.
across many games. And so, due to my current Sky FC replay and popular request over the years, welcome to part 1 of this detailed yet still condensed summary of the first Zemurian Trails game. There's a lot to cover, guys, so let's dive right in. The game begins with Cassius Bright arriving home late one night with a very unexpected present for his young daughter Estelle. No, it's not a new pair of sneakers, but a young and injured boy of all things. Now, once said boy is tucked into bed, Estelle turns to her dad to ask some obviously pressing questions, like, how did this kid get wounded like this? And who exactly is he anyway? Is he a result of some secret love affair? Well, the only answer we get is that Cassius doesn't even know his name, and that apparently he only met him on business, whatever that's supposed to mean. That's when said boy wakes up and addresses Cassius by full name, telling him he must be out of his mind and that he should have just left him there to die. Fast forwarding to present day.
Well, damn. Everyone in this series just seems to want to die.
Boy is totally fine now. Joshua has just finished playing a beautiful yet wistful sounding tune on his harmonica, earning Estelle's applause. Then both head down for breakfast. After some lighthearted family banter around the table, it comes time for both Estelle and Joshua to head into town for their junior bracer qualification exam. At the Bracer Guild, their older sister figure, who also happens to be their Bracer instructor, preps them for the test by first handing them a Bracer notebook in which they must keep official record of all their jobs. Next up, the two get fitted for their orbments, which are mechanical devices that can enhance their physical abilities and allow them to cast magic. Now, the craziest thing about this entire setup process is that Estelle totally forgot about their test today.
Hell.
The real portion of it requiring the both of them to venture into the monster-infested sewers and retrieve the contents of a chest. Estelle is definitely tempted to open the two boxes they find, though Joshua reminds her that even taking a small peek could warrant an automatic fail for both of them, seeing as they'd have no right to open their client's possessions if this were a real Bracer job.
Incredibly based.
Once we return to the surface, Shara makes sure to check for tampering, so thank goodness we have a Joshua. Then, once the two kiddos report back to Aina, Shara hands over those very boxes Estelle was so curious about, in which they find the junior Bracer badges that officially mark their successful passing of the exam. Shara is doubly happy she had the opportunity to train the two, seeing as it was Cassius who trained her when she was still a junior Bracer. Then, on their way out of the guild,
Not me trying to remake my fidget toy with the numpad keys from the typewriter.
Luke is an especially precocious one and can't believe Estelle, a girl, was able to become a Bracer before he did. He says he's gonna go train some more at his secret base, then runs off with his friend Pat in tow. Anyway, Estelle and Joshua run some errands, and right before they head out of town, they're stopped by a flustered Aina. Apparently, Luke and Pat were seen heading towards the dangerous tower north of town, so Cassius's help is needed ASAP. Estelle and Joshua argue that time is of the very essence, though, so if they head off now, they may be able to stop the kids before they even get to the tower. Aina is hesitant at first, seeing how we've only just become junior Bracers today, but she agrees with our reasoning. So Estelle and Joshua take off for Esmela's tower while Aina contacts Cassius. Fortunately, the bright kiddos make it in time, though Estelle makes the rookie mistake of turning her back on
I'm gonna
this
have dropped
dangerous
one,
situation.
and it's gonna really annoy me.
Could have had a chunk of herself eaten by a monster if it weren't for her dad arriving just in time to save her behind. So not only does Cassius steal our thunder, but he also leaves reporting back to the guild to us as well. Then, on the way home, Estelle becomes surprisingly reflective and voices some doubts about whether she's cut out to be a Bracer, considering how her mistake today could have ended badly for Luke. But with Joshua's encouragement, Estelle's back to her chipper self in no time. Arriving back at home, Estelle delivers the letter addressed to her dad from the Erebonian Guild branch that Aina entrusted to us. Now, whatever its contents may be, it definitely doesn't sound good. Over dinner, Cassius breaks the news that he'll have to leave on business starting tomorrow morning. Then, later that night, Joshua catches Cassius out on the front porch, where they cryptically speak about something Joshua said from way back when he first joined the Brights 5 years ago. Whatever it was, Cassius responds that no matter what ends up befalling Joshua in life, these past 5 years cannot be erased. In other words, Joshua will always be a part of the Bright family. Then the next morning, Cassius leaves Roland via airship, and Estelle and Joshua get started on the jobs he's entrusted to them, starting with a request from the Purzel farm. Monsters have been eating their crops, so they've requested an extermination from the Bracer Guild. They're also nice enough to invite Estelle and Joshua to stay the night since the monsters only appear once the sun has gone down. Now, after the kiddos give the monsters a good beating, Joshua finds he's the only one still recommending that they finish the job. But since Estelle and the the fuzzy things have learned their lesson now, Joshua relents on killing them.
That movie
But
was
once
good.
it's just him and Estelle, he mentions that something about his heart must be broken. Because
Watching
even
recaps of the
now,
older
he
games
still
to get the
believes
story.
They should have eliminated those monsters completely.
Watching a 5-hour movie
Estelle
now.
won't let Joshua talk
Yep.
about himself like that though, and manages to get him
Mid
out
as
of
fuck
his
at his
bunk.
name. Nice, nice. Which
And
movie did
in
you
all
watch?
actuality, she's happy he shared such a personal trouble of his with her for once. The next morning has us carrying out a job for the mayor himself. The miners have uncovered a large Ismelis crystal, and it's
nice.
up to Estelle and Joshua to transport it from the mines to Mayor Kloss. Now, unfortunately, due to a new recruit's mistake, we're also tasked with emergency
My like little
evacuation
fidget toy.
duties
I
when
got some of the
monsters come
typewriter. I have some
pouring
like
out of
spare
the cave
typewriter
in.
style keys.
So once
So I'm putting that on my
everyone is
fidget
all
toy.
safely
That's the
back
camera's
on
not going to focus
surface,
on because it's too dark, I
Gutsy
guess.
Estelle pulls a prank and pretends to have lost the crystal, much to the mine chief's chagrin. Now, back at the mayor's place, we catch him chatting with a very refined girl who appears to be a visiting student. Mayor Kloss explains that this Ismelis crystal will be used to create an engraved ornament as a 60th birthday gift for Queen Alicia from the town of Roland. He places the crystal in a big safe, then Estelle, Joshua, and Josette all take their leave. The next job is a request from the Liberal News. Now, unfortunately for the up-and-coming reporter Niall, Cassius Bright is no longer in town. So there goes his interview with said legend. He'll just have to make do with an escort to the mysterious Ismelis Tower, I guess. Now, as for his photographer, Dorothy,
Yeah, that's fair.
she is quite the airhead, and poor
L.
Niall even has to pay out of pocket
L
for one of
Twitch.
the gadgets she
I guess
bought
maybe
at
because
Melvin's mobile shop.
I was on kick for so long.
They're both very skilled at their
I'm
craft.
low down.
At the top of Ismelis Tower, the four come across a man who introduces himself as a scholar of archaeology. We learn about the Septarians, 7 treasures that were supposedly gifted to humanity by Adios, that have since been lost over 1,200 years ago. Apparently, one such treasure, called the Oriole, slumbers somewhere in Liberal, and Professor Alba theorizes that the device on this tower's rooftop may play into that. Anyway, Dorothy snaps some photos for Niall, Professor Alba takes a closer look at that device, and Joshua gets a chance to rest a bit, since he's actually been feeling a bit woozy since they stepped onto the rooftop. Then,
Pog September 11th, let's go.
Estelle and Joshua manage to catch Shara at the Bracer Guild, right as the mayor rushes in, completely out of breath. Apparently, while he was out of the home, the Ismelis crystal was stolen. Shara leaves the investigation of the ransacked office to us kiddos, while she gets more of the story from the mayor. And after thoroughly scouring the place for clues and hearing testimony from the mayor's wife and maid, Estelle and Joshua present their findings and theory to Shara. Together, they narrow down
Idiots committed 9/11 confirmed.
as unbelievable as that sounds to Estelle and Mayor Kloss. Now, seeing how the airport receptionist claims he hasn't seen any girl wearing the Genis Royal Academy uniform around recently, this points to Josette having traveled on foot, which reminds Estelle that she and Joshua found a survey leaf during their investigation. Shara recognizes those from the Mistwalled Forest, so the three hurry on over and discover the thieves right as Josette starts bad-mouthing Estelle and the mayor for being so
Like a
easily
douchebag type of Keith.
It turns out she had to put on the act, since
Right.
one of the guys, that new recruit at the mines, screwed up his job in the first place. But anyway, we give them a pummeling and get the
Pog beating.
Though, unfortunately, we're unable to take these Sky Bandits into custody before their sweet ride shows up. Now, back at the guild, Estelle and Joshua are recognized for their outstanding investigation and for securing the crystal, even if the bandits did manage to get away. So, Ina hands over an official recommendation from the Roland Guild branch. Because you see, in order for a junior bracer to become a senior bracer, one must obtain a recommendation from each of Liberal's 5 major regions. So that's 1 down, 4 more to go for the bright kiddos. Though unfortunately, the celebratory mood is cut short when Aina receives dire news from the Bose branch. An airliner has disappeared over Bose airspace, with Cassius having been listed on its passenger list.
If someone has a
Such
similar
news
name,
marks the end of the
or
prologue.
the same name, does that count as incest? Possible.
Joshua and Shara start to worry about Estelle when she takes a while to come down for dinner. But it turns out they were worried over nothing. She was just busy packing for the trip to Bose, since there's no way she's just gonna sit around and wait in Roland. Shara
He's like
decides to
5'8",
tug
it'd be
along as
real
well,
easy.
since she can't leave such a huge place to a couple
Based.
of newbies. Before they depart the next morning, Estelle takes Joshua to the top of Roland's clock tower and shares the real reason why she avoids coming here. During the Erebonian invasion 10 years prior, the Imperial army surrounded Roland and began bombarding the clock tower to try and get the civilians to surrender. Young Estelle
Just a
had climbed to
toddler-sized
the
ball.
top to get a better view and couldn't get away when the bombs started dropping. Yet it was her mother who shielded her from the rubble, saving Estelle at the cost of her own life. Since then, Estelle has avoided coming here, not necessarily because she has bad memories of this place, but because she didn't want to become over-reliant on her mom's spirit. Though with her dad missing and everything, Estelle wanted to draw on her mom's strength just this once, asking her to watch over him and bring him home safely. With that, Estelle, Joshua, and Shara set out for Bose on foot since all Liberolian flights are currently grounded. Upon reaching the city, the party's first stop is the Bracer Guild. They hear that the military is currently leading the investigation into the airship incident and is currently preventing the Bracer Guild from entering the area. This appears to be the work of General Morgan, who is known to have a great disdain for bracers. Now, fortunately for us, the mayor of Bose has just recently put in a request with the guild. She wants us bracers to conduct an investigation of our own, completely independent of the military. So Lugren entrusts the request to us and sends us on our way to get the actual details from Mayor Maybell. It turns out she believes the bracers are much more suited to investigating and bringing this incident to a close, seeing
I
how
see.
we're not
That's
in
probably
an
annoying
actual
then.
war right now.
Yeah.
And for the sake of all the merchants at the Bose market, it's of the utmost importance that the airliner is found as soon as possible, since the current grounding of all flights has had a huge negative impact on their supply chain. Mayor Maybell pens a letter for us to give to General Morgan,
I
as the official
see.
responsible for overseeing the entire region.
So anyone with like a
is requesting information about
multi-hit
the
craft.
Then she
Pretty
sends
S tier
us
then.
off to the Hacken Gate, the massive rampart that separates Liberal from the Erebonian Empire. Anyway, we are finally called in to see General Morgan, who is none the wiser about our status as bracers, what without our badges. Apparently, we have a hijacking case on our hands, the culprits being none other than the Sky Bandits who got away back in the prologue. They're apparently so brazen now that they even sent a ransom note to the Queen herself. Unfortunately, Estelle
Morgan.
can't stop from blabbing her big mouth and totally blowing our cover, which leads to us getting chased out by a very pissed general and his men. Shara is absolutely not taking his BS though, and accuses the entire military of botching their jobs. They've known about the Sky Bandits and their burglaries for months, yet they've always passed those cases to the bracers. The argument really starts to get heated between Morgan and Shara, though that's when the blondie from earlier shows up and breaks into song, lute accompaniment and all. It was just the kind of de-escalation that was needed though, and after proper introductions and thanks to Olivier, we escort him to Bose.
Interesting.
He dashes off to enjoy Liberal's sights while we report back to Maybell. Now, something about this situation has been bugging Joshua and Shara. It's just strange that this incident has gotten so out of hand, given that Cassius, with all his skill, was on board the flight. Anyway, we remember seeing Niall and Dorothy in town, so we scope out the journalist to see if he has any other leads. Thanks to some give and take with Joshua, Niall gets the missing link for his article. Meanwhile, we get a tip that has us heading to Ravenue Village. On the way there, we run into another bracer, Agate the Heavy Blade. Shara introduces Estelle and Joshua to him, and he's rather unimpressed with us both. Estelle especially seems like an amateur to him, but he's reassured that Shara is on the case with us. Agate's unwanted comments aside, the Elder of Ravenue points us to our witness, a young boy on the docks. He says that on the night the airliner disappeared, he saw two shadows flying by in the night sky, one small one and one large one. The army said they scoped out the area and found nothing, but we parsed through the section ourselves and find evidence that there has been movement in the abandoned mine. Inside, we catch the Sky Bandits in the process of loading the airliner's cargo onto their own ship. And like always, they get a beating from us, though unfortunately they get away again by using the good old smoke bomb technique. But what sucks is that General Morgan's troops are actually waiting for us right outside. We are taken into custody on suspicion that we're working with the Sky Bandits, even though it's the army that probably has the mole, considering what Kyle said earlier before we beat them up. Now, crazily enough, we find Olivier in the cell right next to us for drinking the Auntie Rose's legendary vintage wine, the Grand Chardonnay that auctioned for 500,000 mira. The next morning, we find out that we're being released thanks to Mayor Maybell. She told General Morgan that he had taken Cassius Bright's children into custody, and since Morgan and Cassius were good friends back when the latter still served in the army, Morgan has decided to let us go. Though he storms off right away, since just the sight of us reminds him of Cassius's retirement from the military. And as for Olivier, he is very lucky, since Mayor Maybell is the owner of the Auntie Rose, and the very person who bid on that Grand Chardonnay. She finds him amusing and makes sure he's released, then takes him up on his offer of helping us out. Turns out while we were locked up last night, there is a major burglary in the South Block. The army is currently investigating the place and really gives us a hard time. Or well, that is until a new face shows up. Colonel Richard of the Army's Intelligence Division is a breath of fresh air, since he's more than courteous to us bracers. Thankfully, he has the rest of the soldiers clear out, which finally lets us gather testimony from the residents. One elderly man says his fishing buddy down by Valeria Lake saw some suspicious people while he was night fishing recently. So that's where we're headed next. Since we have some downtime until nightfall, Estelle, Joshua, Shara, and Ollie all pass the time in different ways, with Shara's drinking buddy tactic actually being a ploy to get Olivier absolutely wasted and out of harm's way, seeing how he is a civilian and all. In the cover of night, we spy on Josette and Kyle's interactions with a couple of masked men, and instead of dealing with them all right away, we let the Capuas lead us back to their ship. And hey, Olivier has sobered up enough to join us again, and even comes up with the bright idea of sneaking a ride on the airship back to the bandits' actual base. We eventually find the hostages, yet Cassius is nowhere to be seen. Apparently, he disembarked the airliner right before takeoff, and they had no time to
harmonious.
So that's one part of the mystery solved. But anyway, we need to secure the Sky Bandit leaders before we can evacuate the hostages. Behind the final door, we eavesdrop on a strange conversation between the three Capua siblings. Dawn nonchalantly says they'll just kill the passengers after the payout and be on their merry way, which leaves his siblings flabbergasted. They want to know what the hell happened to him, since such bloodthirst is completely out of character apparently. The weirdest thing, though, is before we beat them up, Dawn seems to snap out of it.
Yeah, I
and
had to
appears
I restarted the stream at one point.
confused about the airliner hostage
So those who don't get it are gonna miss
It
out.
honestly sounds like they can't recall any events since Josette left for Roland last chapter. Anyway, they pull the same smoke bomb technique and make a run for it while a whole bunch of their subordinates bar our way out of genuine gratitude and loyalty to them. But unfortunately for them, and us technically, the Royal Army has swooped in for the arrest, essentially taking official credit for resolving this incident. Now, of course, it's frustrating for Estelle, but in the end, what's most important is that all the hostages are safe now and the culprit has been caught. Back in Bose, we fill in Mayor Maybell and Lugrin on everything that transpired. Our efforts earning Estelle and Joshua a coveted recommendation from the Bose Guild branch. They also receive a letter from their dad and an additional parcel from an anonymous sender. Cassius's letter details how he's run into some trouble and likely won't be back until the Queen's birthday, which is not for a couple of months still. And as for the package, we find a strange black orbment within, and an even stranger note penned by someone going by the letter K. Olivier takes a look at this orbment and thinks it may be something else entirely. It actually seems like an artifact, or in other words, an original orbment from the fallen civilization of 1200 years prior. All of this weird news is truly troubling to Estelle, so to cheer her up, Joshua suggests they use this time while Cassius is away to travel around Liberl and work on achieving their senior bracer status. So now that Estelle and Joshua have their next step figured out, Shara, with Olivier in tow, heads back to Roland via airliner. And speaking of said trip back, Shara eavesdrops on a very sussy remote conversation of Olivier's, conducted via an artifact, an item that should have been confiscated by the Septian Church. When confronted and questioned about what he's really after, Ollie admits that he's been looking for Cassius Bright all along.
The Divine Blade.
So Estelle and Joshua take Shara's advice that she herself took from Cassius. They decide to travel on foot so that they can familiarize themselves with the very regions they are meant to protect. So we end up having to share a room with Agate at the Crone Pass checkpoint that night. He's still a jerk to us, though he does change his tune a bit after we help him defend the place from a large pack of wolves. The next day, we make our way to Minoria Village and buy some boxed lunches to eat by the ocean. What follows is quite the romantic picnic, though
What store is
Estelle
that called?
remains
He's the
totally
Divine
oblivious as to
Blade
why it would be
Master, right?
construed that way.
So I'm assuming it's
Then on
kind
the
of
way
similar to
back
that?
into town, a little boy ends up bumping into Estelle. He seems like a good kid at
Oh,
first,
Radiant Blade
but
Master,
after he's
right.
run off, Joshua
I'm assuming it's
realizes
kind of
that
similar to
he
that, right?
pocketed Estelle's junior bracer badge. So we track him down to the Mercia orphanage, and also happen to find the same girl that Estelle bumped into earlier in Minoria. The motherly matron Teresa makes sure we get the badge back, and continuing on our way to Rouen, Clem manages to begrudgingly apologize to Estelle thanks to Chloe's encouragement. Then once we reach the beautiful seaport city, Chloe gives us a tour of the place while we wait for the Bracer Guild's meeting to finish. Now down near the warehouse area, we run into some sleazy delinquent types who apparently call themselves the Ravens. They quickly deflate though after finding out Estelle is a bracer, and when coupled with the arrival of the mayor and his steward, the punks completely back off. Back at the guild, we learn that a royal will be in town, and lo and behold, said jerk-ass duke steals our room at the hotel that night. Then the next morning, the guild receives terrible news that the Mercia orphanage burned to the ground during the night. But luckily, the matron and the kids are all safe and are currently in Minoria Village. Anyway, we are tasked with investigating for signs of arson. Chloe arrives while we're conducting our search and is obviously distraught at the wreckage, but Estelle does a good job comforting her friend. Then Chloe accompanies us to Minoria Inn and takes the kids downstairs so that Estelle and Joshua can freely discuss things with Matron Teresa. Apparently, a man with silver hair cleared the way and saved their lives after they were trapped by the burning debris, though he left after calling the villagers over to help fight the fire. While we are discussing these things, Mayor Dalmore arrives to offer his condolences. His steward Gilbert insinuates that the Ravens must be responsible, though the mayor shuts him up right away. Then the latter offers his villa in Gransel to the matron and the kids for as long as the rebuilding process takes, though Teresa refuses to make a hasty decision regarding this. We find out that Clem was eavesdropping and stormed off after hearing about the Ravens, so Chloe, Estelle, and Joshua hurry to Rouen and arrive just in time to prevent Clem from getting beaten to a pulp. We see Chloe has been trained to fight with a rapier when it's to protect others, and she definitely proves her worth against these guys. Having heard about the situation from Jean, Agate pops in and really shows them who's boss as former leader of the gang before Cassia set him on the right course. Meanwhile, we follow Clem and Matron Teresa to a safer area, where Clem apologizes for putting himself in harm's way. While his bravery is to be commended, he needs to leave these fights to those trained to handle them. With that, Matron Teresa and Clem return to Minoria, while we go ahead and report to the guild. Now, to our dismay, we're all taken off the arson case when Agate claims investigative rights. But that does leave Estelle and Joshua open to accepting Chloe's request. You see, the Genis Academy Festival is coming up shortly, and they're still looking to fill some roles for their school play. Chloe thinks Estelle and Joshua are just who they're looking for, so our new Bracer commission involves helping out at Genis. But before we head over, we just have to solve the first ever Phantom Thief B quest in the series. Then, at Genis, Chloe introduces us to her friends on the student council, Jill and Hans, and thus begins a series of fun days for Estelle and Joshua, ones where they get to experience hanging out with fellow peers their age. And even though Joshua is mortified with his role in the play at first, he clearly also enjoys such days at Genis. Of course, I can't fail to mention how this part of the game is where Estelle actually starts seeing Joshua in a new light, especially seeing how Chloe's role in the play has her kissing Princess Joshua at the end. Once the festival officially gets underway, we see a variety of familiar faces everywhere, including Matron Teresa and the kiddos. That silver-haired man that saved them from the fire is also spotted, apparently.
I saw that.
Joshua gives chase at some point.
Hey, actors gotta do what they gotta do, you know?
Anyways, the student council surprise finally comes to light after the curtain closes on the fantastic play. Just when Matron Teresa breaks the news
Silverhead man.
deciding to take the mayor's offer in Gransel, Dean Collins, Jill, and Hans
I mean,
present
I wouldn't
funds
like
that
to,
were
but
raised by the festival.
if I had to, sure.
It's Genis tradition to donate these funds to some kind of charity each year, you see, with this year in particular seeing more donations than normal since the public heard they would be going towards rebuilding the orphanage. Now, sadly, all the good vibes just have to be cut short when Teresa is attacked on the way back to Minoria Village. Thankfully, only sleeping powder was involved, so brace your Karna and Teresa will be okay. But the masked men who attacked ended up stealing the money. Clem has grown up a lot in just these past couple days though, so even though he wanted to go after those guys really badly, he knows now to leave these things to people like us. Agate finally arrives and actively enlists our help, and despite his skepticism of Sieg at first, Chloe's friend successfully leads us to the exact place we need to be. Something very odd is going on in the lighthouse, since these Raven blokes seem to be under some drug-induced hallucination, which has made them way stronger than they are normally. Then at the top of the lighthouse,
Damn, they on that roid rage.
entire arson plot is
They on that
uncovered at last.
Austrian.
Mayor Dalmor and Gilbert are responsible for burning down the orphanage and plan to have the ravens framed for
It's
it.
like staring.
All because it was in a prime location to build luxury real estate. They knew Teresa would never have sold it, since her late husband Joseph worked so hard to build that place with her. But now with no money, she and the kids will have no choice but to leave Rouen. So Gilbert at least gets his just desserts when he's shot in the leg by his own High Rees, making him one of the only characters in the entirety of Trails to bleed.
Huh.
The masked men make their
That's
escape
true.
via rope though, so Agate keeps
Don't think I've seen
pursuit
any
and
blood.
leaves everything else to us. Thankfully, Bracer Karna has woken up from the sleeping powder and takes up guarding the ravens and Gilbert. But now comes the hard part. The Bracer Guild has a strict non-interference policy when it comes to governmental affairs, which is why they're able to have branches all over the continent. But so in regards to this case, that means us Bracers will probably have no authority to take the mayor into custody. On the way back to Rouen, Chloe briefly splits off from Estelle and Joshua, claiming she forgot something at the academy and will catch up to us. Then at the Bracer Guild, Jean contacts the Royal Army to spearhead the mayor's arrest, while we head over to his estate to stall him. And what do you know, we catch him completely red-handed, attempting to sell the asshole Duke Doonan a future vacation home and everything. Niall shows up at the perfect time too, with the mayor's likely motive. Dalmor is actually in a mountain of debt due to his failed speculative trading in Calvard. This news is absolutely infuriating to Chloe, seeing how the mayor could have liquidated his own assets, like this very estate even, to pay off that debt. But instead, he chose to burn innocent people's memories to ashes. The mayor sicked some vicious canine monsters on us, though we managed to defeat them fine. What follows is nearly impossible to overcome, though. Mayor Dalmor's family heirloom is an artifact that completely immobilizes us, and if it weren't for that strange black orbment in Estelle's pocket, all three of us would have met an untimely end. But with his artifact neutralized, Mayor Dalmor takes off via orbital boat while we give chase. Though unfortunately the sail on his ship gives him a clear advantage, and so just when it looks like he's gonna get away, a massive airship descends right in front of the mayor, effectively cutting him off. It turns out to be the Arcee, the Royal Guard's newest and cutting-edge airship. One that has not even had its official unveiling yet. So it looks like once again, the Royal Army will be taking most of the credit for resolving the incident. But oddly enough, just like Dawn of the Sky Bandits, Dalmor also can't recall any of his actions since the start of this chapter. And on another odd note, apparently Colonel Richard was the army contact Jean called earlier, so it sure is interesting how Lieutenant Julia Schwartz was able to get here faster than he did. It's almost like she has a contact so secret that it even beats the intelligence division's resources. But anyway, Estelle and Joshua wrap up the chapter when Jean awards them a recommendation from the Rouen Bracer Guild. Yay! But yeah, please like and subscribe if you like this story summary, and come join our welcoming Discord community at discord.gg/LadyVirgilia. Also follow me on Twitter and Twitch for Trails Tuesdays if you'd like. And lastly, I want to thank all my wonderful patrons for their support.
I wonder if she still streams.
Especially Jared Breland, Andreas Hansen, Captain Hobo, NT Luck, Big Clingy, Sam Bezjak, Thomas Perez Jr., Francesco Santoyo.
Oh, she has a whole channel just for Trails. Huh.
Sathya Selvaraja, M. Meownalin, Gigi Sora, Platinum Rose, Malcolm Lowry, Killer Ninja 151, Melanie Gutierrez, Shadow Ace, Unholy Biscuit, and Leviathan 8685. Welcome to this final installment in the Trails in the Sky FC.
L. Damn, 7 months ago? Uh-huh. I may watch this off stream because right now I'm doing nothing but watching them. I'm not really providing anything additional. So I may watch them off stream. But yeah, I think definitely I'll watch all of the Sky stuff off stream. And I'll hold off from the crossbell stuff for now. Although I am curious because it's happening at the same time. Alright then, so thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, sounds good, sounds good. So right, thank you guys all for hanging out. Appreciate you all very, very much. So yeah, anyone who hasn't cocked in for the redo of the stream, make sure to do that. Good night, Austin. Okay, yeah, sounds good then. Yeah. Okay, so up until okay, so I can watch the recaps for the first one. Okay, sounds good then. Sure. 9 hours? I don't think I'm accidentally gonna go too far with that. But right, okay, thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you all very, very much. See you guys all later, and goodbye. Night night. Nift mogged. Mogged for real.